What's good? Welcome to the Blerd podcast. I'm your host, Deuce, joined here with my co-host,
Brad Easy.
And this is the Blerd podcast where we talk about movies, video games, TV shows, comic books, all that good stuff. A lot of stuff has come out recently, a lot of announcements. Avengers Doomsday, Captain America came out that we both saw. We're going to talk about Daredevil's on its 6th episode. We're going to talk about that as well. Invincible just finished. Crazy ending.
Spider-Man,
we're going to go over Spider-Man and, that whole deal and, what they're going to do in the future with that. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about Jonathan Majors and, what's going on with him. And if there's a future in Kang, we're going to see about that. First, we're going to go over our fight scenes. We both picked some fight scenes. I picked Daredevil fighting Muse on episode 6 of the Daredevil Reborn series. You picked
Batman versus Red Hood.
And that was from
it was an animated movie they did like maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah, but it's regarded as one of the best Batman animation because it goes over the Red Hood story and what happens when Joker kills Jason Todd. We can go over that one first.
That's on here.
And then that's two.
Hello?
Yeah, I think at this point he had realized that
glad you could make it.
Jason Todd is Red Hood and he
This
just
ends
said,
tonight.
fuck it, I gotta face my fears.
Nobody knows that.
And the guy who plays Red Hood is Soldier Boy from The Boys.
Yeah. I think this might have been the first movie that what's the dude that normally voices Batman?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, I don't think he did
The only one with
Yeah.
toys.
But the guy who filled in for him did pretty good.
Yeah, he did. I'll give him credit.
This is probably the hardest Red Hood bit there is. This is plain brown jacket.
It's a fire fit.
Yeah, and he's got the guns and stuff hidden under, like all his gadgets are in his jacket, which are fire. You can't really see them.
Takes a utility belt off.
And I know that Batman's hands hurt punching that helmet.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, but you know it's Batman. Like, shit don't hurt him.
Yeah, that's the metahuman
like that right there, that should have broke at least like 10 bones.
Yeah. Yeah, he landed on his feet.
Yeah. He's like that. I'll give him credit. He like that. That's for that.
And that's gonna be the first time we've ever seen Batman get unmasked like that.
Facts.
Like, get that shit, man.
I guess we should keep it even.
The ultimate reveal.
Yeah,
Jason.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's diabolical.
You know he's insane.
It's like the
the
little teacup things that be inside.
Oh, they something. Little Russian
I know
dolls.
what happened. Oh, you got to talking with Raish, huh?
Like,
But does it make it easier
I mean, but
for you to
I
think
low-key
that my
get
little
where
dip in
Jason
his
was
fountain
coming
of
from.
youth
Like,
turned me
and he
rabid?
killed the one nigga that
Or is
fucked
this
up our
just the
entire
real me?
life. You let him live. All right.
And then he went on his kingpin shit. Like, if you're not gonna stop crime, we're gonna organize it.
And low key, he had a point. I'm not gonna lie, he had a point.
Bomb in the helmet. He walking around with C4 on his
Bro,
head.
you can't tell me like that's not like a Batman protege right there.
Tell me, what bothers you more? That your greatest failure has returned from the grave? Or that I've become a better Batman than you?
True.
You're ruling through intimidation and murder. You're just another criminal.
I'm what this
That
city
sounds
needs.
like I forgot what's his name. You ever seen Star Trek? No. I know the guy looks like. I just don't know his name. The guy voicing Batman.
Batman's holding back for half his fight.
Is there an argument that Batman holds back most of his fights like Spider-Man?
Hidden goodies all over.
Because
Huh?
like if he
We're
really
just
like
a couple
I
of
feel like
walking
with,
armories.
like
Maybe so.
Deathstroke,
Let's
there's
see
no
how you
holding
do
back. He
without
goes
your
full on
toys.
1v1, but
He can't. Deathstroke should beat him on paper.
facts.
But it's always a hard fight.
But like Penguin and Riddler and Joker, so they don't hold back. Y'all know how to fight this.
Yeah. Even though Joker seems to have hands sometimes.
Low key.
I don't know what that's about.
Bot armor.
The unorthodox clown fighter.
Yeah, you can't predict it. It's
like
Drunken master.
yeah, like Deadpool.
I'm gonna stop holding back now.
Enough! It's over!
Boom.
This is when it got. He was like, I'm 6.
Boom.
The animation is so good.
Not facts. Boom. Son, you know he was fed up
Say
with
you
this
wanna be
shit
better
too.
than me, but it won't happen. Not like this.
And to have Joker just sitting there the entire time.
I know.
This
I
was the
failed,
plan from the jump.
but I tried. To
Jason
save you,
Todd
Jason.
calculated all of this.
I'm trying to save you
Especially the ass whooping he just
Yeah,
got.
because after that, it reveals that Joker's in the closet that
Yeah.
Red Hood had
Yeah.
captured him. It's basically like, hey, it's either I die or Joker dies. Pick one, Batman.
And it's like, I think they made a new version of that, like maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think they showed it, like, I think he saves both of them or some shit like
that's
that.
the one where you get to like decide
Yeah.
like the fate of like it's like a video game, like pick A or
Yeah.
pick B, and the movie changes as you pick stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy.
Right. Like, you know, like kind of like psychotic you have to be to map out, all right, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. I know I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
Yeah,
But the nigga that killed me is gonna be right here watching all this shit. And then I'm like, you know what? Either you save him or you save me.
yeah.
And it's like, you're going to save me. And the whole time it's like, well, I saved Joker and you're nowhere to be found. So
He's the Batman thing, so he's gonna end up saving both of them. He's got to, But I thought it was a great movie.
now
in
that
general.
was,
Yeah.
I think that's one of DC's like best like animated movies.
Yeah, and they have great animation movies.
They do.
And they keep dropping them. Constantine is their guy right now.
Yeah.
So it's like Justice League Dark, and then Justice League Apocalypse, and Constantine was in there. They've always found a way to throw Constantine in there.
Honestly, I don't get how he got so popular like nowadays. Because at first it's like, yeah,
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, even then, it took a while for it to like kind of settle in. Like, because did Constantine do well when it first came out?
No.
It didn't. It was kind of like one of those cult classics. Like it took time for it to
Yeah.
develop, and now they're talking about a sequel, which would be tough.
Like my man's was an afterthought all this time.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh my God, like put him in every storyline.
Yeah,
But it's also because of that, like them constantly putting him in the TV shows and stuff.
That's
he was
right, yeah.
prominent in Arrow.
yeah.
Wasn't he in Legends of Tomorrow?
I
I
think,
think
so,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. This next fight scene is Daredevil versus Muse, and what Disney is doing with Daredevil is amazing because it's like it's a continuation
From
of
the Netflix.
of the Netflix,
Yeah.
but you don't have to watch it. It's like the perfect balance between if you watched the previous 3 seasons on Netflix, you'll have a certain appreciation for what's happening now, or if you didn't watch it, you'll have an appreciation for what they're doing with that character as of now.
Right.
So it's great. And this is the recent episode of him fighting Muse at the end. At this point, Daredevil finally puts a suit on because the first 6 episodes he's basically retired, or the first because he suits up in the first episode. So basically, the middle 4 episodes he doesn't wear his costume. Comes in, no talking. Great sauce. I love how I always make sure to throw that acrobatic stuff in.
Right.
For Derek. Ain't no hard work. And it's fast paced. This is different compared to the other fight scenes. Basically, in the other fight scenes, when he doesn't wear his costume, he's a little bit more erratic.
Yeah.
Like he's fighting that personality. So they shoot it like that. It's a lot more shaky. And the cuts are quicker. But for when he puts the suit on, it's a lot more stationary, and you see him do everything. Nope. Little smile when he catches it. And this is my favorite part. The yell.
That was hard. That was hard.
But before that, he lets him kick him. He likes that pain. He lets him get that when he hits him. to listen out for heartbeats. The aspect ratio always changes when he uses his powers in the show. Man. We're probably never going to see how he sees, like how they teased in the first season.
Yeah.
We see how he sees the world in fire. Probably not going to see that. Every time he uses power, we're probably going to just see that aspect ratio show off his powers. But this scene intertwines with basically Wilson Fisk having a fight scene with another person. And I don't like it because I hate when movies do that. They did that in Revenge of the Sith, the third Star Wars movie, where they're cutting back between Anakin and Obi-Wan and Yoda and Palpatine. And it's two fight scenes, but it's intertwined in one.
Right.
And for story-wise, it makes it better, but for the fight scene itself, it kind of takes you out of it because you're going from one fight scene to the other instead of sticking for one, letting it finish, and then moving on. So I like how they cut it to this one because it's just the Muse Daredevil fight scene. But in the show, it's cutting back and forth.
You think Daredevil could beat Captain America?
Man, that's a hard one.
Straight hands.
To be honest, no. I don't.
But I would like to see how Daredevil gets off with that shield. The way that nigga like be throwing the baton.
Yeah.
I would love to see how he throws that shield around.
He would catch that shield. Like, Captain America wouldn't be able to use the shield as a meal weapon, but hands for hands, I think Captain America would
What about versus Black Panther?
Well, Daredevil versus Black Panther?
Straight hands.
Black Panther. That suit, bro. He can't get past that suit. Daredevil has no answers for that suit. And that's the one thing about Daredevil is like he's getting caught with punches, which they kind of go over. He likes the pain or whatever, but he dodges bullets.
Right.
He shouldn't be like regular people shouldn't be able to touch him.
Right.
So it's kind of like if Muse can lay some hands on him, imagine if Captain America fucking gets him with a punch on him. You know, his head might explode off his body.
You think they might sneak in Luke Cage in this show?
I think so. I think that's the big plan to like end up bringing everybody back.
Yeah.
Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Like, you see that they're doing that with Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, bringing everybody back.
Just for half of them to probably die in the first like either hour or 30 minutes,
or not get used. You think they're gonna do that Doctor Strange multi
100%?
shit?
Yeah.
So you wait, are we on that or are we still on Daredevil?
We can go on that.
Yeah.
That was all I have for Daredevil.
So looking at that lineup, the lineup looks crazy. Because it's Wakanda Forever plus the Thunderbolts plus Thor plus Fantastic Four plus a whole bunch of X-Men.
Yeah.
And
Plus
then Robert Downey
Spider-Man.
Jr. Well, no, he wasn't on the seats.
He's not in this
Tom
one?
Holland wasn't on the seats.
I stamp he was.
No,
he wasn't.
Damn.
I looked up every person just to remind myself, like
Damn.
Neymar, Shuri, obviously Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., but then it's like obviously no Chris Evans. Anthony Mackie's there, Sebastian Stan, and the rest of the Thunderbolts, even Sentry. So
I heard that it's scheduling conflicts. Spider-Man 4 and Doomsday are filming around the same time. Is what
I'm
I
gonna
heard.
be on Avengers 4 or Avengers Doomsday.
Apparently, he's doing his Spider-Verse shit. They're gonna do live action Spider-Verse with Tom Holland.
Put that shit to the side. Avengers Doomsday. We need Spider-Man.
Why do we need Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday?
I mean, if you might possibly have Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, why not Tom Holland?
No, I'm saying like hypothetically, if they were to make a Spider-Verse movie and bring those two back in that movie, why do you need them in Doomsday? They're not gonna show out a lot anyways. It's not gonna be their movie.
There's still a whole nother movie coming out after.
What
After Doomsday, there's still Spider-Man. Avengers. What is it going to be? The big. Remember, the Doomsday is to Infinity War, and there's something else that comes like equivalent to Endgame.
I thought Doomsday was the end game.
No, Doomsday is the first one because remember, Doomsday replaced
Kang.
Kang
Kang
Dynasty.
But remember, there was a movie that's supposed to come after Kang Dynasty. I'll look it up. But yeah, it's supposed to be 2 Avengers movies.
Either way, you got so many. Spider-Man's not even an Avenger anymore. I mean,
But who are the
Do you
Avengers
need Spider-Man?
now?
Huh?
Who are the Avengers now?
You know who Avengers
There are no Avengers now.
I'm saying, so why not have my man?
Shang-Chi,
Oh, and Shang-Chi's in there too. Yeah, he's in the lineup.
Kate Bishop, my girl Ant-Man. What's her name?
Wasn't on the lineup.
The girl
Neither
Ant-Man.
her, all the Marvels weren't on there.
Oh.
They weren't in the seatings. And Shang-Chi was, but the Marvels weren't. Hulk wasn't on there. Mark Ruffalo.
So I'm saying you got like
They're not
people-
showing everybody.
No, facts. They're not. 100%. I feel like Tom Holland's going to be in this movie, whether it's for like a scene or two. But
Secret Wars.
yeah, that's what it is.
That's the last one.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be like when the basically universes collide.
Do we need Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Why?
Spider-Man's like your biggest name, one of your biggest names in Marvel ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need Spider-Man.
Interesting.
I think they need him too. I think he's just gonna be like, I don't know.
Because he wasn't big when the Doomsday, like in the comic book story of Doomsday, he's not a big character.
But he's big in Secret Wars.
Okay.
He's pivotal in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we don't know how this movie's gonna go.
That's true.
So I mean, I still stamp what I said. This nigga better be like a alternate universe of Victor Von Doom that inspires the new Victor Von Doom to start bonding.
I think he's the main one, low key, and I don't want that to happen. But
Nah, I don't.
Why? Robert Downey Jr. is one of the best actors we have, if not top 10.
He has to come from a different universe to make it, because people are gonna be like, Tony, and he's gonna be like, that's not my name.
Yeah, but he easily use that to his advantage. Be more villainous because people think he looks like Tony. Yeah. And Dr. Doom, when do we know Dr. Doom by his face or by the metal mask that he constantly has on?
We know him by the mask.
So
but Reed Richards and them know him by
the cloak.
Yeah, if I say like Reed Richards, he knows him by face.
Yeah, but I'm like, we won't have to see Robert Downey Jr.'s actual face. Like, he could be behind that metal mask the entire time.
Well, they're not doing that.
Nah, they're not gonna pay him all that money.
The more movies go on, the more these niggas take their masks off. These niggas don't have secret identities.
Yeah.
Everybody knows all these niggas.
Yeah.
That nanotech is so real. Like, nah, that
But
shit.
literally, Dr. Doom, out of all the characters, Dr. Doom is literally known for having a mask on. That's literally a part of his character. Is y'all don't see his face on the normal. And when y'all do see his face, it's horribly disfigured.
I mean, yeah.
Now y'all care about what this nigga look like?
But how you gonna like explain?
It's Marvel though. They just do that.
About their superheroes. Their superheroes will do that. They'll have that nanotech mask, take that shit off.
I feel like he'll get
that.
that.
Nanotech mask is crazy work. Now you niggas going too far. All right, don't give Dr. Doom a nanotech mask.
I won't. I think they're gonna give him that shit that like just never comes off, and Robert Downey Jr. is gonna show his acting chops through his physical body, not through his facial. That's what I'm hoping for.
You'll think he'll be in the Fantastic Four movie, like at the end.
They're about to go this whole movie and not show Robert Downey Jr.'s face.
If they do, it's gonna be highly disfigured. It's not even gonna look like. That's my guess.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
I think they'll give him like a backstory because his face is going to be shown at some point.
Yeah,
but without it being disfigured, and then something's going to happen. Boom. That's why I think Fantastic Four, they're going to like lean into like a small part of that. And then boom, Avengers Doomsday.
Bro, you're not paying this nigga millions upon millions of dollars and not showing his face.
Why not?
That's the whole point of bringing Robbie Downey Jr. back. If you were just gonna hide this nigga's face the whole movie, don't bring this nigga back.
No, because he's still acting. Like he's still.
Bro.
You could acting is more than your face, bro. Acting is your voice.
About Robbie Downey Jr. is his facial expressions.
I don't know if that's true.
Like imagine him.
What?
No, but like imagine him.
All the go ahead.
Imagine him behind the Iron Man mask in all the movies. Waste of time.
He was basically behind the Iron Man mask in all the movies.
No, he wasn't, because you still saw in the mask. You saw his face all the time.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, his sarcastic comments, but that was because he was playing Tony Stark. I don't need seductive, murderous, intended, catastrophic doomsday behind a mask from Robbie Downey Jr. Just pick a different actor.
From Robert. So if it's any other nigga, it's fine if he wears a mask the entire movie, right?
Yes.
This is the logic y'all hear. Y'all hear this shit?
He's about to be the most paid actor in this movie.
It doesn't matter. The nigga's gonna be masked up regardless. Do you know? That's his character. His character is he wears a mask. And now y'all complaining whether or not this nigga's gonna wear a mask or not because it's Robert Downey Jr.
If you're getting paid all this money, if I'm getting paid all this money, why the fuck will my face not be shown?
Because that's your character. Your character wears a mask.
All right, watch.
All right.
Nah, bro. Too much money, bro. You could have just went with a different nigga. We didn't need Robbie. That's a nigga we didn't need back. We didn't need Robbie Downey Jr.
That didn't need him at all.
Y'all don't want to see people evolve and shit. It's like
I want to see niggas evolve.
No, you
Iron
don't.
Man did it for 5 fucking movies.
As a hero, he went from you know, the playboy dickhead or whatever to a hero. Now let's see him be a dickhead the entire time. Let's see him. Let's see the other side.
Let's see him be the bad guy.
Yes,
he's been the bad guy in almost every Avengers movie.
No, he wasn't.
He was the bad guy in
Civil
Age of
War.
Ultron. He was the bad guy in Civil War.
Infinity
he was
War.
The bad guy in Infinity War. He was always fucking shit up for everybody else.
What did he do in his own movie? Iron Man 1.
He was the bad guy in Iron Man 1.
No. What did he do after he got captured and he came home? I seen what my weapons did to people, innocent people. I'm done. No more selling weapons. That was his whole company. He
opened the floodgates to every villain after that was him.
What are you talking about?
Stan was him.
Because he stopped selling weapons.
The other robots were him.
Because he was trying to what? No. Y'all
Ultron was him.
Ultron was him.
Why were these things occurring? Why was he doing these things? Stan was after him because he stopped selling weapons. That was the first one.
So he started his own problem.
Okay, but he was trying to do the good thing. He was trying to say, I'm done selling weapons because clearly these weapons are going to people who are using them for evil. That's one. Two, the Ultron bots. Why did he design those Ultron bots? We saw in Avengers Age of Ultron, they were there to protect people. He was trying to put a pseudo armor around the world.
He stole that idea from Whiplash.
It don't matter. His intentions were good. He was always trying to be the good guy. The nigga literally sacrificed himself.
The droids attacked. That was the first thing they did in Age of Ultron, was attack the team.
What are you talking about? No.
Very first scene, the bots were not before
not the
that.
Very first scene, but like right after.
When they were at his house, that little party, the nigga attacked him.
That was after fucking Ultron took them over.
Another problem he started.
Trying to do what? Y'all
this
not.
nigga has been the villain, bro.
That's cap.
Mind you, since this nigga's died, all the villains that came after him is because of him. Spider-Man's villains are because of him. It's never like, yo, Spider-Man, my beef is with you. You know what? Tony Stark stole something from me. I got beef.
He did nothing but create villains. He's been the bad guy.
My man's died and said, you know what? Y'all got it.
These niggas don't actually believe this.
Look at every MCU movie.
We can talk about Mysterio. That
Mysterio
was when he was
because of Iron Man.
That was when he was a dickhead, bro.
Hey, he wasn't like.
He's been the bad guy.
No, he hasn't. He's been trying to be good since.
You said you want to see him as a dickhead. He's been a dickhead.
Okay.
This nigga makes more villains than Batman.
Matter of fact, the nigga in Iron Man 3, the villain was because of him. Like, it's not like the villain woke up one day, you know what? I want to do some fuck shit. It's like, dang, like you kind of like.
He made that nigga consider jumping off a building.
Like, you were rude to me back at a party way back when, so I want my lick back.
I guess niggas don't take accountability anymore. Like, I don't have a meeting with a nigga one time, and that nigga trying to take over the world, and it's my fault. Like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
Nigga, Thanos came because of this nigga. Like,
that's cap. Not,
like,
what
my
man's
like, he said Loki's there for that reason.
He did deliver the stones to Thanos, though. He did do that.
No.
Like, he put them in all these predicaments just you know what?
I'm just reminding you that, the Iron Man has been the bad guy, bro.
Okay, so who saved the universe then?
Captain Marvel?
Cap. Who did the job?
If she didn't come, they would have been fucked, bro.
Captain Marvel got fucking headbutted into fucking infinity.
Bruce Banner saved the universe, brought everybody back.
Iron Man saved the universe. He stole the stones before Thanos could snap and get rid of everybody. That man was about to end it all. Iron Man saved everybody.
If you want to be technical, Doctor Strange saved everybody.
No, he didn't.
He said, I saw the one way you could win.
And that one way was Iron Man saving everybody.
It was Tony Stark's gotta get the fuck out of here. Right. That's what it was.
He said, nigga, you've caused all these problems. You gotta go.
The nigga who funds the Avengers.
Oh God, here we go.
The very first Avenger, he funds them all.
Boy, that money talk.
T'Challa could have funded them once he got on the team.
But he didn't. And he wouldn't have.
Because he's trying to kill Bucky and nobody wanted to help him. That's all he wanted. He wanted to kill the nigga that fucked up his life. That's all he wanted. And everybody was like, nah, you can't do that. Nah.
Yeah. And what did Bucky do? Bucky's innocent, right? He's innocent? He didn't do nothing to Iron Man to make him mad, make him away.
That was fucking his fault.
He murdered his parents.
He was brainwashed.
Okay.
But. And was his parents not in some deep shit?
I mean,
we can't act like that's a
parents. The mom wasn't doing nothing, bro. She was just
just mom in
yeah, like.
But was the dad not in some deep shit?
So it's okay that his
That's
parents
not
got
okay. I'm
killed?
just saying though,
Okay.
like his hands weren't completely innocent.
Because y'all acting like Tony is just this way for no
You
reason.
said you wanted to see him be the dickhead. And I'm just making
Like
an argument that we've already
actually,
seen
not
that.
like a dickhead with a heart. I want him to actually be
Shit.
an evil person. He always had a heart, bro. Stop it.
Civil War, he had a heart.
Yes. He was trying to bring the Avengers
That
together.
nigga said, I don't care. He killed my mom.
So y'all not trying to throw the fade with Winter Soldier if you find out he kills
Oh,
your
I'm
mom.
gonna do that, yeah. But
Okay,
like,
so what are we talking about?
If he was brainwashed, I'm going to consider.
Yeah, I'm still throwing the fade. I don't care if he's brainwashed.
yeah, I don't gotta kill you, but we got to run.
Yeah,
the
we're
fade,
gonna
yeah.
have to throw the fade.
Yeah, I'm not killing you though.
They
but-
was double teaming him. Double teaming him, no Diddy.
So
And he
then,
still came out with the
What
dub.
about Age of Ultron? He had a heart then.
Yes. He was
Bro.
he created Vision. And he
I've
was
got
just trying to
more
make
than
a
enough
vision
words
that can
for you,
fight.
Stock.
What happened?
I got more than enough words for you, Stock.
And what did my man Thor do the moment he touched down on that scene? He had a vision and everything. So you know what? Y'all finna fuck this shit up. Let me come back over here.
Yeah. And put hands on Iron Man, choked them out and everything.
Cause
He
he knew-
deserved it. He's the one that did this. This was his fault.
Yeah, but y'all saying it like he did this on purpose, bro. He's only been trying to help.
That's why I
Since the
said
beginning.
Doctor Strange saved the universe because he realized that the only way they were going to win was to get Tony Stark the fuck out of here. So he convinced them to do self-deletion.
I'm tired of this Iron Man slander.
I mean, like low-key spitting facts though. Like, look at every MCU movie.
It's always him trying to do good, though. That's what I'm saying. Like his
Trying?
intentions, yes.
Ultron was trying.
Just like Captain America was trying to do good and he ended up breaking up the Avengers and niggas was going to jail and all this crazy shit.
He wanted to save his friend. That's his only.
Yeah.
That's his only crime was trying to save his friend.
And look what he calls trying to save his friend. All this bullshit.
The Avengers was falling off by the Age of Ultron. Like they were already a little shaky at that point.
True.
Like
Yeah.
at the end of that movie, niggas was like, I'm not
I'm
really.
good off you niggas.
Yeah.
Like-
Thor left. After that, Thor left. So
Yeah, but he was it was a peaceful leaving because I remember them having that conversation about Mjolnir and Vision being able
In
to
the
pick him up.
elevator, yeah.
Yeah, and then Thor took off or he used
he
the bridge.
took off because he had that vision of the stones. He said,
Yeah, but-
I got to step.
But they were cool at that point. They were having it was the three of them, the
Bro.
trio. They were having a nice little
Them
conversation.
niggas were never together again.
I mean,
Thor was their peacemaker.
was he?
Ah.
Thor was the glue. Now,
Thor was the glue
Thor
that held
probably
the,
was the glue that held the Avengers together.
the moment he left, niggas is getting jumped.
Yep.
because I remember when Thor first showed up, it was Captain America was the one who was like, "Y'all need to chill out."
I
'Cause it
mean,
was Tony and Iron Man fighting.
My man's, he just wanted his brother. He said, yo, I don't care what y'all got going on. I just want Loki. I'm a step. Iron Man's like, nah, I'm going to keep him. All right, we're going to fight about it. Like,
I didn't come here today expecting all this Iron Man slander.
like Thor is not the bad guy in this. He just wanted his brother.
Fuck that. Actually, it's Robert Downey Jr. Slander because y'all don't even want to give him a chance as Dr. Doom.
Nope.
Y'all don't even want to see what the niggas got before y'all like,
Right.
oh,
I
I
don't-
don't want this.
I want to
Yeah.
see somebody else give me something like Dr. Doom.
Like Leo.
I
Nah.
don't know if that's up his speed.
Nah.
What do
I'd
you-
rather Leo be a hero.
Leo's a great villain. You ever see Wolf of Wall Street?
I mean, they
You
could
mean pre-Iron Man Tony Stark?
Yeah, basically.
they could do the impossible, you know, get Tom Cruise.
As Doomsday?
Yeah.
Or as Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It wouldn't be bad.
I would have liked seeing Tom Cruise as a superior Iron Man.
Didn't they film a
Oh, yeah,
scene
that
for
would've
him,
been
but they
hard.
cut it or some shit like that?
I don't know if that picture
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know
Allegedly.
if that picture real.
Matter-
I'm not going to shit on Tom Cruise.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in Secret Wars or Doomsday.
As Superior Iron
Yeah, I
Man?
wouldn't be surprised.
What's it? Tom Cruise is highly underrated for his act. He probably
Is
would
he?
Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
I don't know. I can't put him
You
in the
don't give a
underrated.
nigga like that 9 movies and then say he's underrated.
No, I mean like his. Everyone always just brings up his stunts when we talk about Tom Cruise. No one actually talks about how good of an actor he actually.
Well, that's what his highlight is his stunts. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's acting enough because what's his most prominent role? Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt, yeah.
So like, but I mean, Tom Cruise has been in other movies where he's acted well. That fucking Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think he did really good acting in that movie.
Jack Reacher
Jack Reacher did really good
was
acting.
a really good movie. The first one, really good. Go back and watch. But yeah, he could be cool. I don't know. I don't see him as Dr. Doom.
Bro, that's because you've already made up in your mind that Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
I've already made up in my mind that Robbie Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
But it's only because I know Robert Downey Jr. is one of the best actors acting. What's the point of being one of the best actors if you can't flip back and forth between?
You're right. I agree with you 100%. Sure, put him in a villain role. Just don't make him the villain of a franchise. He was the hero that saved the universe.
But let's be honest. Let's be real. Those two have switched. Iron Man and Doctor Doom are parallel characters. They're basically the same niggas, but they have different motivations in life, like or different paths that they're going on. And they've traded bodies before in the comic books. This isn't new. They've traded identities. They've gone back and forth. So this is not like some random choice. You know what I'm saying? They both wear Iron Man suit. They're both rich. They're both geniuses.
It's different for comic books because we're not talking about actors. Those are just characters in the comic book. So yeah, and obviously
characters that are very similar, extremely similar.
I give you that, but that don't mean you need to have that same actor play both roles.
I feel you. So
unless it's what's his name from Split? That's the only nigga that can play different roles.
James McAvoy.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the Doomsday thing, was he?
I think the older Charles.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah,
I forgot his name. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Ian McKellen.
Speaking of the X-Men, Beast, Nightcrawler, Magneto, Professor Xavier, Cyclops.
Yeah.
Those are all the returning characters from that lineup. I'm surprised I didn't see Halle Berry there.
This would be really cool. See, they're never going to do this again, though.
No.
After the Doomsday.
They have to. Secret Wars.
No. I meant like after Secret Wars, they're not bringing back old people anymore. They're going to start all the way over from the beginning, and y'all better get used to these new people. This nostalgia thing, I think it's got to stop at this point.
So, like, the Marvels, they're not in this movie, right?
They're not in the chair lineup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, like, how you explain, like, Beast when he's at the end of the Marvels, like, and she's in that whole different universe?
Well, it's Doomsday. So it's still going to have that, like, this is still the dimensional war. This is, I mean, because we're out of the Infinity Saga, and now we're in what I forgot what they called it, but it's basically the dimensional saga, where people are going through between parallel universes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what Secret Wars is leading to, or it's supposed to end on, is universes colliding.
And speaking of the Marvels, they had Kamala's dad in episode 5 of Daredevil.
Based.
He's like a banker, and he like talks about her. He's got like a little toy, Miss Marvel toy, and Daredevil's like, I've never heard of Miss Marvel.
Didn't they mention Miles Morales' dad or some shit like that?
He said Mr. Morales in the courtroom when he was using the examples of cops who was talking good about what's his name, Tiger, White Tiger.
Yeah.
When they were in court talking about White Tiger, he mentioned Mr. Morales as like one of the cops that was like saying good things about the White Tiger, but Mr. Morales isn't his last name. Morales is the mom's last name because he's Hispanic. So it's Davis.
Yeah.
Miles's last name is Davis, not Morales. So it's not the same. It's just a coincidence, apparently. But yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be good. People are starting to hate on the Russos. I don't know what that's going on. It was because of that last movie that just dropped with Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown.
Never seen it.
It's like some, I don't know, some cartoon.
Oh, that shoe shit? Like they're like shoes or something like that?
Something like that. They're in some universe and it's like a bunch of like anime characters.
I think
Chris Pratt has like long hair and he's like a savior.
I think I might know what you're talking about.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
And apparently that bombed.
Skip that.
Yeah. So the Russos were like in interviews, they're like, okay, we're about to film Doomsday next. Like that's next up.
I mean, put out enough movies, one hate, I live with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they did really good with the movies they did have, like Infinity War and
Winter Soldier. Still my
favorite. Oh yeah, Winter
Soldier.
Endgame, but like technically that'd be so difficult to have all those high A-list stars like be in that one movie.
Wait, what do you mean?
And to be able to direct a movie like Endgame, like that's difficult.
Well, not really, because if you remember, let's not forget how Endgame and Infinity War went. You just split them up. That's how the movie went. It was 3 groups.
Yeah.
It was the Wakanda team, the Thanos team, and then the Guardians team.
You don't think that's difficult though to balance all 3 of those groups?
No. I think because Infinity War, we can all agree Infinity War is better than Endgame, right?
100%.
Yeah.
So, and then in Endgame, you didn't bring anybody back until the last 30 minutes of the movie. You only had 5 fucking actors that you had to worry about for the whole first 2 hours of Endgame.
And I think one of the scenes they all filmed first was a funeral that nobody knew who died. So, like,
Oh, so y'all saying the Russo brothers ain't shit?
No,
Somebody
I'm
can
saying
do
it's
that.
not.
I'm trying to figure out what y'all saying.
That it's not hard for them to direct that many A-list actors.
Okay.
Especially if you have the mutants, you have the Thunderbolts, you have Thor's going to do Thor shit. But you just basically split them up in teams: the Fantastic Four, the mutants, and the fucking Thunderbolts.
Okay. So maybe this is a bigger question. Do we want to see that again? Do we want to see them in 3 different groups again, or do we want to see them all together talking like how they do in the comic books?
That's a lot to hold. Having all of them interacting together like that is a lot to like.
Yeah.
That might be hard for the Russo brothers.
You think it's impossible?
No.
it's not impossible, but like you said, it's a lot.
But how would you do that scene? Like a family dinner?
I mean, kind of, or like how when
people.
Star Wars, like they come together and they talk about like, their strategy to defeat the Death Star or whatever.
You're only hearing 3 characters talk. Everybody else is just kind of standing around.
Yeah.
But also, you got to think about it. Like, half of these niggas, like their last movie, they're off doing whatever. Like, Doctor Strange, he's off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Thor, not even on the planet. Spider-Man, nobody knows who he is. And then you got Fantastic Four. I feel like they're going to be more prominent in this movie, but to have everybody all at once, it's like, well, you're here, you're there. So how do I get in contact with you? I don't know who you are.
They're saying that they're never going to see that little girl again from Thor, Love and Thunder.
Thank God. You don't
the
need
little
to.
girl.
The one he adopted?
You don't need to.
He was like, we're never going to see that.
She's
girl again.
irrelevant to the plot. You don't need to.
It was a weird choice.
He adopted her.
Good for him. Oh, I want my daughter in my movie. Like, congrats.
Wasn't she walking around with like the Stormbreaker?
Yeah.
No, she had a
Mjolnir.
Yeah.
No.
No,
I'm pretty
she had
sure.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, in the last. I think so.
Because she was able to change like her clothes because she had like a jacket on the very last scene.
I think she was the one wielding Stormbreaker.
Yeah, I think she was the one wielding Stormbreaker.
Which is a weird thing, but
because he took Mjolnir back because Jane died.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, but like, why would you bring the little kid back? Like, what's she gonna do? Doom kills her, then what?
She's half celestial, half whatever fucking whatever Keanu Reeves was.
Christian Bale.
Christian
Bale.
Bale. Sorry, getting my white people mixed up.
Yeah, she's got Stormbreaker.
I mean, but like,
but
what is she gonna do?
I mean, with Stormbreaker, she got a god-killing,
And
what a god-killing weapon.
When Doom snaps her neck, then what?
There's a lot of people Dooms can snap their necks on.
Yeah,
Kamala Khan.
I'm just saying though, like imagine a kid fighting fucking Doom. Like
Kamala Khan was just in the Marvels.
She was fighting who?
I don't remember that actress.
My point.
No one remembers that villain, and I remember she looks like the black girl, light skin girl.
She was the same. She was a Kree.
Y'all like Kamala's powers the way they come out?
No.
Y'all miss her being like Mr. Fantastic, right?
Yes.
Like,
well, I mean, hers power is a lot different from Mr. Fantastic.
A lot different.
She just stretches, or he just stretches as opposed to her. She's embigament.
Okay, so what's the difference?
It's not that she's making her arm stretch. She's making her arm bigger.
Like inflating.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
But she inflates her mass.
Okay.
So that's why she can go big. That's why Mr. Fantastic can't go big.
He can go big though. So he can do like his powers enable him to do all types of crazy shit. Make his body stronger, smaller. Like he can. You don't think so?
I don't know. Has he done that?
Yeah.
Has he gone big?
They got that in the video game that he can blow his arms up and smash people.
Yes, but it's still I get what you're saying, and yeah, in the video games he does it when he does like slamming and punching and stuff like that. But even that, it's still different from her powers.
Okay.
Because his is elasticity, hers is embigament.
Okay.
Yeah.
His powers make him do some weird shit. Like what's his name? Oh, you see, bringing back Miles. Oh, people want Miles Teller to come back as the what's the evil Reed Richards? The Maker.
Yeah, the Maker.
They want Miles Teller to come back as the Maker. And I found out that the Maker, he stretches his brain out to make himself smarter. Like, that's a weird power to have with your list.
But the Maker's a problem, bro.
Yeah.
He was
a problem.
He was the villain in the recent Captain America, right?
The Maker?
No. Who was that?
That was the brainy he's a Hulk villain.
Yeah, the leader.
And they made him grotesque and nasty for no reason. We can get into Captain America now if you want. Because we talked about whether or not that was going to be good last time. And
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Absolutely. It wasn't bad. Let's start with what's his name? The leader?
Yeah.
Why did they make him so nasty looking? Like, that's not how he looks in the comic books. Like, you could have just made him have a big head, you know what I'm saying, with the veins and all that shit. It would have been fire. But you made him look like kind of imploded and blown up. They wanted us to feel really bad for him.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that shit's nasty.
But I saw the concept art. Even the concept art, he had like a big head with veins and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed from that to the movie.
Reshoots.
Oh, yeah, they did have like a lot of reshoots. Yeah, they did.
I think he looked like he should have in the comic books.
Yeah.
In the original.
Yeah.
That's what my guess was. And they were like, we need the audience to feel more, for this guy. We need, so let's make him look disgusting. That was their answer.
I'm mad we got Red Hulk for like the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like not even like a glimpse of him throughout the entire movie. It's like, yeah, you know what? Just save it and that little fight scene.
And if they were going to do that, then why show him in the trailers? Why make it seem like this is going to be like a battle throughout
I would
movie?
have hid him the entire trailer.
Yeah. Keep him quiet. And then people will be looking at, I guarantee you, people will be looking at this movie way better. If
100%.
he had been a secret and then you popped him up, people would have been like, whoa, like what the fuck?
Right.
But seeing him in the trailers the whole time and then watching the movie, it's almost like you kind of get blue balled a little bit.
Yeah.
And even the fight is not, he's more like running. He's trying to survive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like I'm like holding my own. It's like, nah, like, I know he can beat me and I really can't do shit about it, but I just pray one of y'all got something to save me and bail me out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro, he's really like whooping your ass right now.
Yeah. And for the little fight scenes that they did have, it was kind of cool.
It was.
I like him flying around, using the shield as like a blast or whatever. Like, that was tough. But as soon as Hulk ripped his wing off, you knew
bro,
it.
that shit was over. And I'm like, low key, y'all could have just had like Bruce Banner in this movie.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
You got two of his villains. My mans can't just have a scene like yo, Bruce, how do you do this? Like, honestly, at this point, throw her in there. Like, you brought Betty back after what? 17 years? Like,
It was a weird.
yeah, like, yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Like, we needed you some time ago.
A while ago. But overall, what would you give?
Like a 7.5. Yeah. Like, it's not bad. It was better than what I thought it would be, but it's like, I guess the reshoots kind of messed with it a little bit. Yeah. 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 Nah, but I liked when they were at the White House, and what's the old black guy's name? He was like the first Captain America or some shit like that. Yeah, I like when he I guess he heard that noise or whatever you heard, and my man just went off, and I like that shit.
My suit.
Yeah, my man.
Don't damage my suit. That shit almost brought a tear to my eye.
No, that shit did it.
Is the audio been trash?
No, just now.
Nah, that shit did fuck with me. I was like, dang, bro, like my man just wanted to be inside. He said, hey, I don't want to be outside, and
Forced. Hey, I really want you to come. All right, and then this nigga puts on his wedding suit, and they just damaging the shit.
like,
It's sad.
and I didn't like. What's that little short? That little girl.
Oh yeah, the Black Widow retiree.
Yeah, bro. I couldn't stand that bitch from the start of the movie, maybe to like the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, you're doing way too much.
it was a weird kind of choice to pick.
It
her.
was. I'm like, you could have used somebody else.
Yeah.
But, hey, I'm not the director, so
She was a Black Widow villain.
low key.
Cause they said that they were like she's retired from the Red Room, but she was just a weird character, and everyone was talking about how small she was. She was.
I mean,
a little
bro,
Jim.
she was like 4'11".
Yeah, she was tiny. She was cool though. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't annoying. She was just a weird.
Yeah.
She just kind of was. It felt weird. Like,
Yeah.
she wasn't meant to be there.
I liked how what was the Hispanic guy?
The Falcon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked how when he almost died, like that whole scene when there was they were
The battleships.
yeah,
when they're
were
on
they,
the
were they
ocean.
in China, Japan? Where were they at?
Indian Ocean or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Trying to what was it? Stop the war
Yeah.
between the countries for the Celestial, for the
Yeah.
materials from the Celestial, the adamantium that they're getting from the Celestial. That was the best thing in the whole movie.
I agree.
The way he was flying around, dodging those missiles. He used Red Wing used his shield to block the bullets from the plane while he's flying around. Red Wing is like behind him, blocking the
Yeah.
bullets with the shield. That shit was fire. And then he hops on top of the missile. He surfs it into the ocean and then flies off. That shit was
Bro,
fire.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit was
like,
so fire.
that joint was good. That joint was OC.
That whole sequence, that whole battleship sequence is amazing. The CGI looked great in that
It
scene.
did.
It looked great. And that boy was flying his ass off.
No,
I
he
love
was.
that shit. That scene, and then even the Hulk fight scene, even though it's more of like, I'm trying to survive
Yeah.
and run him away from like, endangering people. Even though it was that, it was still pretty cool to watch. But other than that, the movie's kind of forgetful. I don't like that first scene.
When he fights that big tall dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you fucking around with this guy? You know what I'm saying? He ripping his star off his chest and doing all types of disrespectful
I
shit.
was like, bro, it's in that fight. I'm like, you was still low key getting your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like, my man's was real life throwing him.
Give
He
me
was just
hands.
like, all right, like
We've seen that before though. And Winter Soldier, when he fights, when Captain America fights Patrick Backrock or the French dude,
yeah,
but he's actually played by GSP, who's a MMA fighter. He kind of gives him some hands too.
Yeah.
And then he wakes back up after he gets fucking tackled through that door. He gives him some hands and
Yeah,
he's a
low
regular
key,
ass
yeah.
nigga. Even though in the comic books, he has super strength in his legs.
yeah.
That's why he's able to keep up with superheroes. He like jumps around and shit. But yeah, that was one of those scenes where he's like, so can you fight regular niggas or can you
Right.
fight the Incredible Hulk? Like, which one is it? You know what I mean?
Like you're struggling with him, and then you fight Red Hulk, and it's like you're barely hanging in there.
Yeah. And did Wakanda also make that stealth suit that you had? Because they made that white suit. They made that pretty clear. They make that stealth suit too, or you just had that laying around, or
They might have low key.
made two.
They might have.
It's like just in case you tired of the white drip, you want to go a little dark on them. Here's this suit.
And then that scene with Bucky, I'm like, honestly, that could have been for Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
Didn't need it whatsoever.
yeah,
Cause like I'm like you kind of like blue balled everybody with that because they wanted Bucky to at least have like a prominent role. And oh, here's a little hospital scene. It's like, oh, thanks.
yeah. Maybe that was like their whole like. Don't expect these characters to be around each other anymore.
Right.
Like we know we built this buddy friendship up for like 3 movies, but that's over with.
Yeah, that shit.
That's
Done.
over with. Bucky's moved on. Captain America's moved, or Falcon has moved on.
I think Falcon would be in Thunderbolts though. Like maybe same scene like that, like just small little like
Little cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not gonna do shit with Sentry
No, he.
or the Void, whoever's gonna be,
I don't think any of them can. Like,
no.
it's gonna be on some like, yo, like please don't do this. Like,
Yeah, that trailer where he was just turning people into shadows, that shit is scary as fuck. You seen that shit?
Bro, how do you fight somebody like that?
You don't.
I'm a regular human. Like, if
You
I
don't.
seen that shit, like, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm not even fighting you. You got it.
You think they're done with Captain America movies or?
Yeah, no, that's the last one. That's
Think so?
it. I mean, because he's going to be in what? Avengers Doomsday after this?
Yeah.
He doesn't need another movie. Like, there's nothing. His story is where it's at. That's it.
By that time, they're gonna have somebody else.
Yeah, like
or bring Chris Evans back.
Loki. I mean, honestly, at this point, you brought back Robert Downey Jr. Chris Evans is right there.
Yeah.
He might be coming from like a whole different like universe or something, and I'm back, and
That boy don't want to do that no more. Chris Evans.
Shit.
He never wanted to do it in the first place. Apparently, Robert Downey Jr. was the one who talked him into it.
I mean,
Because he kept turning down the role. He's
if
like,
the money's right, Robert Downey Jr. came back.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? The money right, they're gonna do it.
Yeah. But overall, Captain America wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. No.
And it had some great scenes, those fight scenes.
Yeah.
So I think we're good off Avengers. We're gonna see, we're gonna see what they do, because it's weird right now.
I'm a wait till Fantastic Four comes out to
make a
yeah, because how they do with this movie, that's going to determine how Doomsday goes.
Do you think in the end of Fantastic Four they're already gonna bring them in, or they're just gonna have Fantastic Four be its own thing the entire movie and then bring? Like at the end, like, do you think there's gonna be like Reed Richards, like, this is Iron Man or this is Captain America from this universe, like, we need your help? Or
I think they're gonna do something like that, because this takes place in the 60s at first.
I think so.
But somehow, somewhere, they're gonna get to modern day time.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
So in this movie, they're gonna get to modern day times.
Yeah.
So,
I saw a trailer. They tried to like blur out like Sue being pregnant or some shit like that. You know,
Franklin Richards.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we might be back.
And that was the thing in Silver Surfer. The whole movie was them talking about getting out and starting a family.
Yeah.
Like I felt like in that movie they were building it up for the third movie to have Franklin Richards in it. But they never got to that third movie. What if they do? What if they bring them back and you see their version of Franklin Richards, and then you have our MCU version of Franklin Richards, and they're like two Franklin Richards like doing crazy shit.
I feel like the non-MCU one would die like within like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just because, but
just because you can't have two of them, it would be too weird.
Yeah. And because like you're gonna have what? Galactus is the villain in this movie, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's
and
like
Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah, the female. Yeah.
We still haven't seen yet.
So it's like, you got these two niggas. We got Doom. We got somebody got to go.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be good. So
yeah,
we'll see what we'll see what happens. You want to talk about Spider-Man before we talk about Invincible?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I think this is one of the best Spider-Man TV shows ever.
Yeah. It is. It really is. And I was a little worried at first.
Yeah, because it's a little, at first I'm like, it's a little rocky.
Because of the animation style. But once you're watching it, it's like
it's peak.
It's got so much heart to it.
Yeah.
Like you feel for all the characters. The animation, the action is really good.
Yeah.
For the animation style. Anime style, it's weird, but it's still good to watch.
Yeah.
And I was a little worried about the suit. The strings.
Yeah,
I hated the strings.
That joint, I was like, I'm a little sketchy.
Yeah. And then they have this is his suit. This is his official suit. And it's the all white joint.
Yeah.
And it's okay. But they finally get to that.
Yeah, my man's got the classic joint. Yeah.
The way he goes through suits is fire.
I liked how Norman, he's like, yeah, like, I know you're Spider-Man. Like, it's okay. Like, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah.
And he had to talk him into like not killing people. It's like, bro, like, don't kill. Like, just relax. Like, just fight. Don't kill him.
Yeah.
Because who was he fighting? He was fighting I think it was Scorpion, or it was some Scorpion, but it was somebody else he was fighting in the like that little like pet store.
Oh, that fire dude?
Yeah, because he was whooping his ass
at
first, and he was like, yo, like, all right. Like,
and then they get that whole little sequence of him trying to save all the pets and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is Spider-Man. And I love that he's talking shit the entire time.
Yeah.
This is the first time where it feels like he's consistently funny or consistently saying jokes.
Yeah.
The other Spider-Mans, he'll say a joke here and there and leave it at that. But this one, he's actually talking shit the most of the time.
I also like how the last episode, it ties right back into the first episode. Like the very last scene, how Spider-Man and Strange, they're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, but Spider-Man knows like, yo, like this like looks familiar, and then boom.
And that spider is from his DNA.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why he gets his powers, because the Spider-Man is literally, he creates the spider that creates him.
But it's crazy because like, so how does this shit happen?
Yeah, it's like a paradox.
It's like you needed a Spider-Man for this to happen, but then this happened. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
That's
like,
time travel. It's time travel. Like, you know, you can't really explain it.
No, you can't. That shit's weird as fuck.
He created himself though, which is fire.
I would have liked it if they would have did something like, yo, this is like how Miles Morales in the Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, yo, this spider really was meant to be, you know, biting someone else, or this spider's meant to be from here and you just happen to get it type shit.
Yeah.
That would have been tough.
Because this is like a mixture of Tom Holland's universe.
Yeah.
And a whole different type of, you know, direction that they're going towards. So they do kind of hint at that. Like, it's got aspects of different Spider-Mans in this Spider-Man. But we'll see.
Because
we'll see in the next season what happens. If
next season's what, like next year?
I think so.
That's the only thing I hate. Like, good shows like that, I don't need like a year hiatus. Like, bro, if it ends in like March, by like November, December, run that shit back, bro.
You know they can, bro. You know that animation takes forever. That's the same thing with Invincible. Like,
bro, Invincible's not coming back to like 2030 at this point. Like,
yeah, he said he was gonna try to Robert Kirkman. He said now they have like a thing going, like a schedule going, and he's gonna try to get it out every year. We'll see how that goes, but that stuff is hard to do, like the animation styles. It's easier to film movies.
Yeah.
That's why they can get the movies out so quickly. But as far as animation style, it takes too long. And now they're not paying niggas, and it's like they're not even. It's gonna take even longer now because of this, you know, the whole issue that's going on with animators and not giving enough time. No, that's the main thing they talk about at Disney is like it's like a sweatshop. They don't.
Yeah, that's how that
time.
one dude that was X-Men 97, he had like quit or got fired or some shit like that.
That was like some tweets. He had like OnlyFans and all this other shit. Hopefully they use his second season because he had written it out.
Yeah.
He had created or he finished the second season. Hopefully they don't do too much.
Or you know they're going to like tweak some shit just because, just to fuck with him.
Yeah, just to fuck with him. They don't want to. He doesn't want to see his whole vision on the screen.
Nah, Invincible.
Yep. Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Would you think overall scale 1 to 10?
9.5. That shit is fucking amazing.
Okay. Yeah. 9.5. I give it a 9 point. I give it a 9.
Because that shit, bro, I'm telling you, that's one of the best Spider-Man TV shows of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say top 3.
It's very New York.
Yeah.
It's not just about Spider-Man and what he has to do. It's a lot to do with the city as a whole and what other people are going through in that city. Like when he lets that white girl go for stealing at the shop, like we have never seen a Spider-Man scene like that. It's like, hey, she did this wrong thing, you know, she's down on her luck. You might just let her go.
Yeah.
I already webbed her ass up. Like,
right.
She's not going nowhere with the money, so just, you know, let her go. Like we've never seen something like that.
Right.
But yeah, 9.5. Yeah. Watch it if you haven't watched it. Great show. Great show. And there's a lot of great Spider-Man shows out there. So when he says
this shit is
that's one of the best,
bro.
Don't take that lightly. Invincible. Greatest show of all time. Greatest anime show of all time. I'm stepping on that.
I think it has the best fight scenes.
Okay.
Because, bro, Conquest?
Yeah.
Nigga.
That whole last episode was a fight scene.
My man smacked the shit out of Oliver. Like, with no remorse. He said, hold up. Oh, yeah, I got you. Damn. Whooped his ass.
Punched him through buildings. His teeth was falling out.
Right.
He was literally about to rip him in half.
That's what I'm saying. This man had no remorse for a fucking child. Like, mind you, Omni-Man is all the way out in space. Like, all right, like, you know, my kids are down there, you know, hopefully holding it down. I'm over here just like, hey, man, I want to die.
Yeah. No, before that, they had just escaped, right? It was
Yeah,
episode
because
7.
Alan had just brought him out. He was like, "Yo, like don't free me. Let me handle this. Let me die."
Yeah,
Alan was like, "Nah, I'm gonna come get you."
I low key didn't like that because I think it was episode 4 when he was like, "I miss my wife."
Yeah,
We thought that was gonna be like his change.
yeah,
Like he was like, okay, let me do what I can to get out of this prison and go save Debbie or go be
Yeah.
with Debbie. But he was like, I miss my wife. And then we never got that again.
That
He was
was
like,
it.
I just want to die. I was like, which one is it, bro? Do you miss your
Right.
wife or do you want to die? So the direction that they're gonna go, obviously Conquest is still alive
yeah.
and he's gonna come back, and that's gonna be a whole ordeal when Invincible finds that out. That Conquest is gonna be alive and they're gonna run that fight scene back, or they're gonna run those duos back. It's gonna be crazy.
Right, and then you had all the variants of Mark.
Yeah. And that was good for being able to fit it all in one episode like that. Even though it's one issue in the comic books, the Invincible War. It's one issue. So the fact that they were able to fit that all into one episode,
Yeah.
it was really cool. Like to see it, see all the different variants. Did you have a favorite variant, Marvel?
Nah.
You didn't have a favorite? Everyone was saying black and yellow suit, the one with the cape,
Yeah.
was their favorite. Like he was the most evil.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah,
he was cool.
I don't know. Like I liked the one that kind of favored Omni-Man a little bit.
Yeah, same suit as Omni-Man.
Yeah.
That was trying to was he the one who broke Eve's leg?
It might have been a different one.
It might have been.
I might be wrong,
but he was one of the ones that were fighting Eve.
Yeah.
And that was because I remember that she was using her wall ability
Yeah.
again, and people were like, "Why the fuck does she keep using the same?"
Bro, because like in the comics, like she can solo these niggas, but in the show, it's like, nah, nope.
Yeah, because
like-
she's still getting used to her powers. Like she's still.
Bro, Conquest was having his way with her. Like,
Literally.
like,
That motherfucker was literally having his way with her.
She was giving him issues at first.
She was giving her issues at the end too.
my
Oh,
man
no.
was- he was having his way.
Yeah,
Like it took Mark to lock in for him to, all right, like I'm gonna just leave you for a little minute and go handle that.
and that's the craziest part about Mark having to lock in. Viltrumites get stronger as they age.
Right.
Mark is 20 years old. He's 20 years old.
And only half.
And half. That's what makes him more powerful, though. It's because that emotion, that adrenaline, it fuels his Viltrumite side, and it makes him a little bit stronger in times of peril. But Conquest is centuries old. That nigga is thousands of years old.
And the most unliked Viltrumite out there.
Yeah.
Because he's so problematic.
second strongest Viltrumite to ever walk the universe, ever walk the face of the universe. And Mark has given him issues. Mark and Adam Eve. That's crazy. Mark is 20. He's a baby
And
Viltrumite.
he headbutt this nigga to death.
That shit was fire.
That shit was crazy.
And the fact Cecil saved this nigga, it's like, bro, did you not watch him like almost kill everybody?
Yeah. He's going to break right out of that prison like it's nothing.
No, facts.
And Mark's gonna headbutt him to death again.
I forgot how, I'm not sure how Conquest dies again. I'm not sure.
I
In the
think
comic books?
Yeah, I'm not sure how he dies.
Can't
again.
remember either.
I don't remember how. But had Mark locked in when they were fighting him and Omni-Man, they were fighting those other Viltrumites.
Yeah.
Had he locked in for them
On-
5 seconds, Omni-Man was like, yo, bro, train with me, we'll be straight. Mark was like, let me think about
No,
it.
he beat that girl up. The one with the knife on her braid.
Nah.
She was fucking him up, and he was like,
Omni-Man
Mark.
ended up killing that bitch.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because Mark was like, oh, I can't do it.
Did.
He was
'cause
fucking
she
her up.
stabbed
Yeah,
him.
and she's like, oh, perfect. Stab. That's like, bro, I'm over here fighting 2 niggas, and you telling me you can't handle this bitch?
But what did Mark say at the end of this episode, at the last episode? He said, Oliver, you were right. If these villains come again, I'm not going to hesitate to kill them. That's the Mark we needed. Black suit Mark. That suit is fire, by the
Nah,
way.
it is.
I think that's his best suit. I know he's going to
Yeah,
change back
yeah,
to the
yeah,
Invincible. I
yeah.
love that one better than the yellow shit.
Now,
That
that
black
black
and
joint
blue?
that joint is hard.
That black and blue is tough.
That joint is hard.
What was were you gonna say something? I'm sorry.
Didn't Immortal die again, or
Who?
Immortal?
Immortal, yeah. One of the variants chopped off his head and threw it at Kate. That shit was disrespectful as fuck. He stomped his head off and then kicked it at Kate.
This man has like a terrible life. Like every season, he's dying.
Oh, immortal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why his ass goes crazy, and Mark has to go back or go into the future to go kill him.
Yeah, because didn't he kill like the variant of Immortal?
No, that was Immortal.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that was Immortal.
From the future, right?
Yeah. That was the Immortal that they're all friends with or on the team with. That was him. He was just still alive, and Mark, because that's after Mark leaves Earth. That's all the Viltrumites end up leaving.
Yeah,
Earth.
because Mark appointed him like to watch over Earth or
Yeah.
some shit like that. And he was like, bro, like, kill me.
I mean, I bet for a few hundred years he was straight, and then he started going crazy.
I mean, I get it though. It's like, bro, all right, like you said, like I'm good first like 100 years or so. Then it's like, damn, like nobody's here. Like, yeah, just go ahead and off me.
Because Immortal was never, funny enough, Immortal was never meant to be immortal. He was a regular ass nigga. He was a caveman, and then he came across that power. He's not like a Viltrumite where they're like designed to live for long extended periods of time. But yeah.
my man keeps dying from the father-son duo every season.
Yeah, he does. Every time. It's either Omni-Man or...
Omni-Man killed him twice in one season.
And then Mark, even the variant Mark killed him, he always dies from either Mark or Invincible, or Mark, Invincible or Omni-Man.
Yeah.
That's the only person who seems to be able to kill him, or two people kill him. That's crazy. Show's great, though. Show's great.
That show's great.
The setup at the end of them bringing back the Mars people, or the Mars guy that Mark's gonna end up having to kill. Who else did they tease at the end? It was the Mars. What else was at the end of the that they were teasing? Why is Mars the only one I can remember?
No, it is drawing a blank. Damn, I don't remember.
It's a bunch of people that they brought back.
Yeah.
A bunch of villains situations. They're gonna have dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be like a huge turning point for Mark story wise.
Oh yeah, my man's Rex. Didn't he die?
Yeah, Rex died.
Man.
And now we got a new Rex.
He went out like a G though.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
I'll give him that. My man's he held his own.
People say he could have just exploded Mark's eyes though.
Nah.
Like he didn't have to blow up his body. He could have blew up Mark's body.
Nah, my man's had to. If not, if I did that, I'm still like on like a dying situation. Like I'm beat the fuck up. Like, bro, just kill me.
No, I feel you. I want to survive. Save my ass. I'm just gonna blow his eyes up, or blow up his hands or something.
Oh, yeah, Battle Beast. He's still he's with Omni-Man and Alan.
Remember he got he separated. The coalition of planets, like the team that basically Alan is on.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, that white dude, the one who sounds like Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
That dude, he's basically the leader of the coalition of planets, and those are the aliens that picked up Battle Beast. The Battle Beast is now going to join the coalition of planets to be able to fight the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
Those are those aliens who picked him up.
Because he's supposed to fight, what's that Viltrumite that killed Omni-Man?
Thrag.
Yeah.
They're going to have the craziest fight. That's probably going to be a whole episode too.
It has to, because that fight is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Probably the two strongest people. Battle Beast is, you think Battle Beast is probably the strongest?
I mean, well, he gave Mark
issues.
So I think he could possibly beat Omni-Man. Maybe.
He would have beat Thrag because he actually has to injure himself. No, I mean, maybe not, because Thrag gets injured by those dinosaur alien things. And then Battle Beast is like, I'm not just going to kill you. I'm going to make it a fair fight. So let me cut myself. And he basically cuts his guts out and then he fights Thrag. So they have like an even fight.
Yeah.
But if Battle Beast didn't do that, he would have destroyed.
He would have won.
Yeah.
100%.
Crazy. Yeah. Thrag, I can't wait to see Thrag. I don't know who they're going to pick. Did you like Jeffrey D. Morgan as Conquest? His voice?
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad?
Nah.
Who would you have picked? Or changed? Everyone was saying Josh Brolin. Like, I think they were having like that Thanos nostalgia.
Nah. I honestly don't know.
In my head, he kind of sounded like Thanos. Like I would have thought Conquest would have been more Thanos-like. Jeffrey D. Morgan, it wasn't bad though. And it made sense that Glenn and Jeffrey D. Morgan combo,
The
Walking Dead.
yeah. No, I can't think of anybody. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah. He wasn't bad at all.
No, he wasn't.
And then that little whisper, like, because that was added that wasn't from the comic books. And that's the thing with Invincible. They're adding stuff. They're adding new stuff. Robert Kirkman says he's going to use the show as a way to, like, do justice to the stuff that he thought of or wanted to add in the comic books, but didn't have the time or wasn't able to. So that whole Dark Blood ending is new. Damien Darkblood, or whatever it was. Darkblood trying to bring that demon back because we saw Darkblood in hell. That's new. And then Conquest whispering to Mark, that whole saying about like nobody like wanting to be his friend and all that stuff, that was new too. So who knows what they're going to do with that. Like, how they're going to bring that back. And the other stuff that they're going to add that, you know, because there's only, I know the comic book stuff, but I don't know the extra stuff that they're going to add.
Right.
So who knows what they're going to do with that.
Next season has so much material. It's finna be fire.
Yeah.
Like,
apparently, because did you see the Adam Eve show?
I didn't watch it, nah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And apparently they're going to do that with more characters. Like Tech Jacket is going to get one of those one-off episodes. I'm not sure who else is going to get it, but I heard that there's a rumor that he's going to get it. Tech Jacket is basically like a mixture of Iron Man and Green Lantern. Like he gets the suit from an alien, and he was in the last episode actually, or he was in the Mark episode. It's basically a suit that forms around his body, and he can create whatever. Blue Beetle. It's like a Blue Beetle suit.
Okay.
Oh, you're not familiar with Tech Jacket?
Nah.
Yeah, the story is that there's alien race, and they basically are really weak. They're small and weak, but they're smart. So they have this technology, and once you get to a certain age, you go to these people and they give you a suit, and you basically never take it off. And it's like an armor suit. It's got like boosters in it, weapons, whatever. But it's designed for those aliens. This alien crash lands on Earth and comes across Tech Jacket, and Tech Jacket goes down to save him because he's trying to pull him out the ship before it explodes. And the alien knows the ship is about to explode. So he gives him the suit because he doesn't want him to die, and the ship explodes or whatever and kills the alien. And Tech Jacket, figures out that he finally has his fucking suit. And the suit basically makes him stronger than it would because it doubles whatever your natural strength is. So those aliens, their natural strength is, a certain amount, a certain level. Since Tech Jacket is a human, the suit boosts him up 1,000 level strength. So he's way stronger than all the other aliens because he's a human. That's why I like Robert Kirkman is the humanity is usually it's a plus. Like that's why Mark is so strong. Is human side making his Viltrumite side stronger because Viltrumites train their emotions out of him. So I love that's always an add-on is that the human side makes you stronger. Instead of
throwing a little touch of emotion, yeah.
Exactly. But Tech Jacket's gonna be nasty. The
way you describe him, like he sound like he finna be one of them ones.
Yeah, he got all types of cannons, knives. Like he's like Blue Beetle, but he took on. We saw him take on saw him take on a Mark variant in space. Like it was easy by himself. So we're gonna see how they develop him later. And they also had that. I forgot his name. People thought he was a Mark variant, and he had that mask on. Tiger something. He's like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's basically equivalent to Daredevil, but he uses guns.
What's his name?
Fuck.
Because I know I can't put a name to it, but I know what you're talking about.
He's gonna be cool too.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was a Mark variant because he looks like Mark.
Yeah.
But
I like the
best Tiger.
Him. I like the storytelling of that one villain right before Conquest. Mark was fighting him.
Oh, Angstrom.
No, not him. The dude, he had lost his family from when Omni-Man was whooping Mark's ass.
I
forgot.
Powerplex.
Yeah. I like that storytelling of how like season 1, you know, all that shit happens, and then this season it's like, yo, I'm this way because of what happened.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Almost like Mark is starting to create his own villains. All that shit y'all saw.
I mean,
is Invincible the new Iron Man?
Yeah.
But wasn't he more so mad at Omni-Man though?
No, he's mad at Invincible. Which was weird because Invincible didn't do anything.
I was like, bro, I'm getting my ass whooped. Like,
it was because the Invincible was holding that arm of that girl. It looked like it was Invincible who was the one doing all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even think he saw Omni-Man until Omni-Man, after the train thing.
Yeah.
He flew him out. That was when, because Powerplex was watching it from a distance. He only saw Mark coming in from getting punched by Omni-Man, then Mark trying to save that building. But from his perspective, it looked like Invincible was tearing down that building, or Mark was tearing down that building. So to him, it didn't even, I don't even think he says Omni-Man's name once.
Nah.
It's just Invincible. It's crazy.
Could you imagine that? Like, you got your ass beat, and a nigga's mad that, like, you got your ass beat.
Yeah, you got your ass beat.
It's like, bro, what you want me to do? Like, I'll gladly call the nigga back and tell him, yo, I got somebody who wants to fight you. Like, what you want me to do about it?
He's tough as a character. Like, the more you beat him up, the stronger he gets.
Yeah.
That's a fire. The more electrical he gets, like, that's a fire concept. Got some dope ass superheroes in that show.
No, they do.
And I love that, like, they're not just one-offs.
No,
they
not.
keep coming back. And they're gonna keep coming back. And until Mark does something about it.
Yeah, until he like kills them completely.
Yeah. Which is hopefully gonna start doing
next season. I'm telling you, he's just gonna start one-shotting niggas, and that's it.
It's gonna be fire. I can't wait. I think season, what are they at? 3?
Yeah.
6. Season 6 is gonna be peak Invincible.
That's gonna be what, like 20, like 45?
Yeah, probably. We're gonna be old men by that time.
I'm saying at that point, I might stop watching the show.
Don't say that.
I mean, I gotta wait. I gotta wait a year.
It's gonna get good, bro.
I gotta wait a year for each season, bro. Like,
we gotta wait till Thrag shows up and starts causing issues. That's where it's gonna be peak.
Hey, bro, if our old ass dad is still watching Invincible, you'll be fine, nigga.
All right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you'll be fine.
But I feel like once Thrag comes and, you know, kills Omni-Man, my like interest for the show might just.
But that's you don't kill him till that would be the very last episode.
I mean, but the way they're moving, like, Omni-Man doesn't kill the Guardians until like later on, but that very first episode,
that's true.
They're gone.
That's true. And I wonder because at some point in the story, spoiler alert, sorry, Invincible goes back in time.
Yeah.
I wonder how
he warns. Yeah.
I wonder how that's gonna play out.
That's gonna be
and how that's gonna look. Like visually, I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
As a father, I'm mad at you, but you know. I get it, because you know the future me is like, damn, like I kind of have a heart now. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But at that time, it's like, bro, like I'm doing this to help you.
And he doesn't come to his senses until after the Guardians of Globe beat his fucking ass.
Right.
They all jump him. It's going to be amazing because it's going to be the complete opposite of what happens.
Right.
Like they're not going to have the jump on him. They're actually going to have the jump on Omni-Man because Mark warns them.
Right.
So what happens is Mark, it tries to explain to him, hey, Dad, I know what's happening. Like, I know you're going to try to take over the planet, but don't. Like, I love you. And he's like, you know what? Like, what the fuck is happening? Because Mark basically goes back. This is very complicated, but Mark basically goes back in time. You're going to get to that point because Invincible gets weird. Like, it gets weird. And the whole time, Omni-Man tries to kill Mark after, you know, being told the truth that Mark knows that he's going to take over the planet. Mark is trying to run away from him, and you figure out that Mark basically runs to the Guardians of the Globe base, and then he tells him, hey, like my dad's trying to kill me or whatever, and then they all jump Omni-Man.
Yeah.
And they lock him up in that cool ass, what is that metal thing where you're like, his arms are like kind of locked up and you're just seeing his head.
Yeah.
And then at that point, when Omni-Man's locked in that, he's like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, you're right. Like, I love you and I'm sorry. And I'm like, yeah, you get locked up in that thing. It makes you rethink.
Or you got time to think about shit. Yeah.
Holy, because I feel like that would like give me some type of like trauma.
I don't know. I like low key, it depends how long I've been locked in that. Because I'm going to just say whatever I need to say to get out of that. The moment I'm free.
You're going to chance switch back?
Mark, I'm killing you first because you know about this shit.
It just fit like the whole, how his limbs are locked up. Like that shit is scary. And then you know at the back of your mind you're immortal. So if you are locked in this bitch, like
That's
it's
forever.
a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wrap. I'd hate to be in prison as an immortal person.
I'm killing Mark and I'm killing
Cecil.
Nah, not him. Not yet. I'm killing Mark. I'm killing that speedster.
Oh,
Just
Red
because
Rush.
they can save everybody.
Yeah.
I'm killing y'all first, and then everybody else is fair game.
Yeah. Red Rush is an idiot though.
I mean,
Like they replayed that scene. It's like, bro.
I mean, but what else could he have done?
Literally just keep saving people. Why did you have to go fight him yourself?
I mean, I done saved everybody. I'm gonna try and at least throw my ones. You know,
he's like, I got so much time on my
right?
hands.
I gotta do something because if I'm just like pushing y'all out the way, it's like, damn, like, all right, then what?
What are your negatives to the show Invincible?
Taking too long to come out with the seasons.
Yeah.
The animation, but it's gotten better.
Yeah.
But that's really, I don't really have too many like negative things to say about it.
Okay.
What are yours?
I honestly I wouldn't have any either. Like us the other shit aside, like, you know, them getting it out in a timely manner, that's different. I feel like that's not really a gripe on the show because there's an argument. It's like, what would you rather have? Better animation and you have to wait longer, or worse animation but you get it out every year?
That's fair.
And
that's
it's like
fair.
In 10 years we're gonna wish that we waited,
right?
And we wish that we got that better animation,
right?
But as of right now, as like we're watching it in real time, we're like, just get it out.
Right.
We just want to see it. So it's a weird because we at the back of my mind, I know that when this is all done, I'm gonna wish that the animation was better. I'm not sure. I keep going back and forth.
No, that's fair. That's a valid like question. So when you put it like that, it's like all right.
It's like which one?
That's
I
fair.
guess a mixture of both would be okay. Like a slightly better animation and not too long, but just long enough to where we want them to take their time.
Yeah,
you know. But as a show, like I think it's fantastic. I think it's great.
Like, the first episode is what grabbed my attention. That was it.
What was the first episode?
When Omni-Man killed the Guardians, that scene right there.
Oh, you talking about the first season?
That caught my attention. That made me want to watch the show.
Absolutely.
That was it.
Yeah. That first. And then it's funny because it's like you're watching the whole episode and you're like, this is okay.
Yeah.
And then the end credits happen.
Point. Yeah. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
It takes that fucking twist. And you're like, holy shit.
Bro, so I'm saying, like, shows like that, bro, that's like, all right, I'm going to keep watching that.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
I love, and it feels like a realistic Aliens when they like, don't shoot blasts.
Yeah.
They just have super strength of flight. I don't know why I feel it's more realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're tough.
Oh, they are.
Whoever, the Robert Kirkman, the designer of Viltrumine, said those are tough. They're like Nazi aliens. They just take over. And they're going to explain why, I'll explain it now, why Conquest like is missing an arm. They get sick. The Viltrumites get sick at one point, and their powers are slightly turned down. Especially their healing factor. And when Conquest comes across these aliens, and they basically whoop his ass, they take his eye, they rip out his eye, they bite his arm off. His healing factor doesn't grow his limbs back. So while he's sick, they have to, give him implants, and that's why he has implants instead of growing back his arm or eye. So that's gonna be cool to see that backstory, see how the Viltrumites get fucked up.
Yeah.
I forgot what's his name. He's like the third in command or whatever. He's got like this glass eye.
The dude that sounds like Lex Luthor.
Yeah. That's why, because they get sick. The Viltrumites get sick, and what's his name? Omni-Man explains that
in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get really sick and they lose their powers temporarily. So it's really cool. That it's like the Viltrumites they're not just OP. Like they have weaknesses.
Yeah.
But their ears, which Donosaurus is going to explain more about as we go along when we see his character. And their heart is mainly. If their heart is destroyed, they can't come back.
Right.
So their ears, their heart, and what else did I say? The virus. They can have a virus against them. So they're not completely OP.
Yeah.
But they're just really strong. But yeah, Invincible's great. Watch Invincible. I can't say enough.
Watch it.
People's I forgot the podcast with that the guy with the hat and the one who wears a Spider-Man costume all the time. You know what I'm talking about on TikTok?
It's a black dude, right?
No, it's two white guys. One they call the hat guy, and then the other guy wears a Spider-Man costume all the time. The
Trying to
what
put a face to it.
is it? Not the whatever podcast.
So I know it's like these two dudes. I don't know if they're white or Asian. Like they do like comic book like podcasts and shit like that.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'll remember your name later. But basically, they say all the episodes are great except for the dragon episode. They don't like that episode. Even then, I thought that episode was fire.
I haven't. It's all right.
It's
all right.
okay.
Yeah.
You don't think it's fire?
It's not like wow.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's like I like what's his name? Be Smart. That black guy. Forgot his name. The one who turns into stone.
Yeah.
We see him be like really smart. Even when he tries to convince Invincible, like, hey, like this is what's going on. Like this is what's going on in the streets. I know you don't give a fuck about that. You do planetary threats and worldly threats, but this is what's going on. He's like, no, you're still going to jail.
Yeah.
And then he goes under the sewer and he like runs like, bro, I can fly. And he comes up and he sees that it's been like, he's surrounded by a bunch of guys who's wearing the same outfit as him.
Yeah.
Because he thought ahead. He knew Invincible wasn't going to go like that. And then even at the end, he's like, he convinces Invincible to do what he wants him to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's Samson. I forgot his name.
It might be that.
Something like that. But I that whole episode is basically showing how smart that guy is. And I like that. Even though it's kind of a chill episode, it's still good.
Then he set Invincible up like last season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. And that's how he becomes the boss in the first place. He's tough. He's tough.
Yeah.
And it's funny is like a character who literally turns into a rock as his power is
Right.
like one of the smartest characters in Invincible. Like that's so ironic and funny. But Invincible's great. I would honestly give that whole season 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. The lowest it can go is a 9. That's it. Watch it.
Jonathan Majors.
Oof.
Last topic we have. So it's pretty much a wrap with King of Congo. You can say that.
That audio came out, and my man's, what was he saying, that like he did abuse her or something like that?
He used the word aggress, which I looked it up, and it's kind of like it's kind of basically admitting that you put hands on her, like you were aggressive in a physical manner.
Yeah. But it's like you're saying that after we saw the video, and it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like you really didn't like. I mean, sure, you might have like, yo, get off me, but you didn't like full on like.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Most, and this is statistical facts, so y'all can look this up. Most relationships that have physical abuse, it's two ways. It's them abusing each other. So this is probably this is probably what's going on. Because we seen a video of her chasing him down the street. We saw that. This nigga's running, not breathing, just long strides trying to get away from her. We saw that on film.
Right.
Why would a dude abusing her do that? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he knows that he's being filmed. But why would she chase after him? It's just too many questions.
That's what I'm saying. Like video wise, he looks innocent. But then you're saying, oh no, I did put hands on her. Like, it's like, you should just stop talking.
Yeah, you
because
really should.
After that video, Marvel probably would have been like, you know what, Kang, we could probably still somewhat use you. And now you're saying, no, I did put hands on her. It's like, yeah, that's over.
Yeah. Is it over for? Do you have any interest in seeing Magazine Dreams?
No.
Neither do I.
No.
I've seen clips on YouTube, like him acting.
It doesn't move me at all.
Like some bodybuilder. It's like, I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah, no, he's cooked.
I don't give a fuck about this.
The more he talks about that situation, the more he's done.
And I'm watching him acting in these scenes, and I'm like, he kind of acts the same. Like, in all his am I the only one who believes this? He does that twitching thing, and he does it, all his facial features are all the same in all his roles, and it's like, has he been duping us the whole time? Like,
I mean,
I don't know. We're talking about Jonathan Majors, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, he's been in a lot of good movies. He's like fucking Creed, The Harder They Fall. Like his roles have been good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might just be looking at it because of that situation. You might be looking at him differently now. Even his time in Loki.
No, but I'm saying is all his characters, they all act the same.
Do they?
Yeah. The Heart of the Fall is probably the most like different out of all his characters.
What
But
about
So Victor Timely is the same as the nigga from Creed?
yes. They all have that like that crunchy like nervousness, like not too sure about them. Like it's all kind of the same dude.
Loki?
He's typecasted as a nervous nigga?
Yeah.
Even
Unsure nigga. I don't know.
even that show that got canceled that he was on.
Lovecraft Country.
He Loki was a little like
Always on edge.
yeah.
Like I've never seen him play like a calm, like calculated dude.
He Who Remains?
But yeah, King. Yeah, you're right. You're
You
right.
could have got a more calm and collected nigga, even in his death.
No, you're right. I'm shitting on him. Ignore me, y'all. Ignore me. It's. I guess it's the twitches that he does.
Yeah.
It just feels very the same. I guess I'm talking shit. He was very. I'm forgetting about Quantumania. He was pretty chill in that.
Exactly, especially when he was fucking everything up.
Yeah, you're right.
I've
You're
killed
right.
you already, haven't I? Like that was his energy.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. I'm sorry. I love you, bro. He's done though. He's probably cooked.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Which is crazy because he had so much potential.
He's not cooked.
You don't think so?
Robbie Downey Jr. was a fucking drug addict.
Yeah,
He's
but he
white.
never put his hands on women.
He's
though.
white.
Especially a white woman.
Oh, yeah. So
Fair
say,
enough.
a black man putting his hands on a white woman? Yeah, don't
I
even
don't
think
know.
about it, buddy. You're done.
And he's trying to do right, trying to marry a black woman, trying to.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna help him. They
You
going
don't
like,
think so?
yeah, remember that's how you put your hands on that white woman? That's it.
Sheesh.
Kobe kind of.
All right. All right.
Let that nigga die in peace.
I'm
Leave him out
sorry.
of this.
I'm sorry. He kind of recovered, right?
It's a difference though.
Yeah. Why? Because one's an athlete.
Well, the fact that that woman had several of other men's semen inside of her and on her.
Oh, the Kobe's victim.
Yeah, so it's like you, like
Kobe had a black daughter.
that too.
Does Jonathan Majors not have a black daughter?
He has no kids.
Yeah, he has a kid.
He does?
Yeah, he's got a daughter.
Oh shit.
Look that up, please.
I'm about to because that.
He's got a kid, bro. The way he be acting, that dude nigga's got a kid.
If he got a kid, then I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I take back what I said about him acting bad. But he does do that.
That twitching shit,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he did it in Quantumania.
Yeah.
Yes, Jonathan Majors has one daughter, and he has mentioned her in interviews, stating she is mixed race and unaware of his fame.
All right. That's
Mixed
all
race.
That's all I need to know.
She's black. I got a black dad.
The mom's white.
Yeah, so we'll see how she acts. Because usually, and this is not to go into race, but usually the girls act more black if their mom's black.
Yeah.
And they act more white if their mom's white.
Yeah.
You know they're getting married this.
They're already married.
Okay, yeah,
Who?
they got married
Megan
this
Good
month.
and Jonathan Majors.
When the fuck did they get married?
This month.
Yeah, they got married.
What the fuck?
She's so bad. Still to
She's
this
fine
day.
as shit. That's all I'm trying to figure out. When did this happen?
You don't think Jonathan Majors is handsome? They be saying that nigga's ugly. You think
I
that
mean,
nigga's ugly?
I don't
He got
know.
a how do I say this without being anti-black? He's got a stereotypical Negro face.
You want to say he looks like a fucking monkey, don't you?
No. That's crazy. No,
That's
he's
what he
got,
wants to
like-
fucking say.
That's not what I want to say.
He's I'm not gonna say it out
Don't put that on
loud.
me. Don't put that on me.
I'm sorry.
He's
I'm
got
just
like a
kidding.
stereotypical black. He got the big nose, the big lips,
Yeah.
the wide
monkey.
face.
Yeah, monkey.
Yeah.
That's
what it is.
crazy.
Just
work.
say-
That's
just
not
say-
what
just
I'm
say
saying.
monkey. It's okay. Like,
That's crazy work.
If he wasn't so tall and big, do you think girls would be like, nah, he's butt ass ugly?
yeah.
You think that'd be the narrative? Because
Damn.
that nigga's big as shit, no Diddy. Is he not?
Hey, you playing a sound effect was crazy.
He's built. He's a built dude. Like that's why
He's built, yeah.
So good in this, good as a role for this bodybuilding movie that I still have yet to see. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. Right?
I gotta watch more trailers.
We gotta support him.
It's not moving me as much.
I just don't even know where he would go from here. Like, does he go back and is being a superhero? Like,
Nah.
Bring Kang back. Fuck you niggas.
And do what? They already got Robert Downey Jr.
We don't need that nigga.
I agree, but they gave the nigga the money. So what are we doing? You gonna kill Kang the first 5 minutes?
Kang is done for. That storyline.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Kang show up and kill this fucking alternate fucking Doomsday. I mean, Dr. Doom. That is Robert Downey Jr.
Shit.
And go back to being the main villain.
That sounds good, but he put his hands on a white woman.
Yeah. It's over for him. Public opinion has shamed this nigga.
It doesn't matter how right he was, it's over. GG, chat.
GG, chat.
I think at some point they're going to try to make him an action star again. He's too good to not be used. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's going to pick him up again.
Maybe DC might pick him up.
Yeah.
And he can play like
Green Lantern, the black version.
Honestly, I thought he would have been an amazing Jon Stewart. He would have been great as Jon Stewart. You don't think so?
Nah.
Y'all don't see him as Jon Stewart?
He too. Pause.
That's what I
pause.
said.
He's
okay,
too,
you said he's all right. What?
Nah.
Shaky?
He's too big. Pause.
To be Jon Stewart? Jon Stewart's a pretty. He's a ex-military.
Hey yo.
I thought he was a pilot.
Yeah, in the where do you think he flying them fucking planes?
I mean, some niggas, I don't know. Like,
you think Jon Stewart work for JetBlue or some shit?
They got my man's
JetBlue.
they made Aaron Pierre. He's Jon Stewart.
Oh yeah. And they was pretty mad about that because he's light skinned.
But I'm like, bro, like I'm not too mad at that. Like,
yeah, neither am I.
Bro,
But apparently him being super dark was there was a reason that he was designed to be super dark.
Right.
It's because he's a commentary on the black man, the dark black man not being a fucking criminal. And
right.
being like a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
So him being dark was a part of the character. So to make him light-skinned is kind of like, yeah, we get all that, fighting against the stereotype as a dark black guy, but we want to, pick the guy that the white people are okay with, which is, what's his name?
Aaron Pierre.
Yeah. He's an acceptable for white people, black guy.
I mean, yeah, but
like Zendaya. Zandaya's an acceptable black girl for white people, warm
That's
white
fair.
society.
That's fair.
Spitting though.
I mean, he's not wrong.
And to make Green Lantern, to have it be a TV show is going to be weird. Because there's so much CGI that has to take place for a Green Lantern to exist. Because his whole thing is creating constructs out of thin air. So to have a TV show is like, is the CGI going to fail because of that? Because the budget is always going to be smaller on a TV show.
I don't know. I feel like they went crazy on the Penguin show. Like that budget
CGI did that need?
Yeah, like he's a mobster, a gangster. Like the most you're gonna have is explosions. For Green Lanterns, they're gonna be fucking making alien weapons out of green light and thin air.
Now you might
flying
be right.
in space.
Yeah. I mean, apparently the whole show is supposed to take place on Earth. It's going to be a buddy cop show on Earth. I know, which is crazy. They're intergalactic.
Right. He's a
police officers.
Yeah.
I mean, but think about it though. Like they're supposed to tie into the new DC movies. What new DC movie has came out? You got what? Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Which is old now. It's about 5 years old.
Yeah, it is. It is relatively old.
So it's like, what movie, what hero is actually on the scene right now?
Wait, when's the last time DC gave us a movie? Aquaman.
It's been a while. Superman is going to be the newest one.
Aquaman is not. James Gunn.
Yeah, Black Beetle. Blue Beetle was the last real DC movie.
They come out like what, 2 years ago, or last year?
Maybe 2 years ago. It was supposed to come out before then, right?
Yeah.
And then they pushed it back. They held it back.
Yeah. So Blue Beetle's supposed to like kickstart the whole like new DC wave.
Yeah, technically. Yeah. But it's really Superman that's going to kickstart it, which we'll see in the, what is it?
July, I think.
July,
Yeah.
something like that. When around that time, Fantastic Four is gonna drop. We'll see where they go with that.
Peak.
Man.
I was cool with everything until they brought Crypto in.
What?
You were cool with everything? I hate that nigga's suit.
What's the beef with Crypto?
We don't need that dog in the movie.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, you want to talk about niggas we don't need? It's that dog.
It's
Crypto.
He's
nigga.
absolutely right.
I mean, but Crypto in some storylines plays like a key part in Superman.
What storyline?
I need my dog. My dog is fucking from Krypton. Like, my last remaining piece of home. I don't have Supergirl yet.
That nigga Superman don't give a fuck about his home.
All right. The way he does, that's his whole character development. He cares about his home planet.
No, he cares about
Earth.
this planet.
Right?
He don't care about it. Every time he gets a chance, he's throwing Krypton away.
That's fair.
He always chooses humans over Kryptonian.
Can we talk about a suit, please?
You didn't like the suit?
It looks
forgot
like
what
a
it looked like.
biker, like he's got on a biker jacket.
That's fair.
And the underwear, like, I guess if you want to be comic accurate, like apparently it was the actor's name, David Cornsweet.
Yeah.
It was his idea to put the underwear on because the whole reason Superman wears it is to appeal to like kids, to like look like a superhero. That's the whole reason Spider-Man wears red and blue is like to be like, friendly or look friendly. So the underwear is a cool idea, but then you throw on like he's wearing this biker jacket and not wearing tights. Like it's a weird mixture between like a CW costume and what's his name? The original Superman.
From like the 70s?
Yeah.
I
forgot his name.
Christopher Reeves.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a weird mixture between those two.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve's costume was way better. It was like skin tight. It was like Superman doesn't need armor on his suit. Like, why do you got? This is a weird look. I like what's his name, Henry Cavill's suit way better.
I think that was probably one of the better iterations of Superman.
It was a fantastic suit.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't like Brandon?
Superman Returns.
Yeah.
That suit was actually cool too. I'm not gonna lie. That I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Because he had like a little cameo in the CW.
That I think it's like I forgot that specific Superman, but that suit, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that suit's fire.
You know whose suit I love the most? Smallville.
Yeah,
all right.
You talking about the blue jacket with the red shirt?
or the red jacket with the blue shirt?
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
Or the black jacket and black shirt? Like, my man's never put that shit on.
But he always low key had it on though.
Low key. My man's wore a suit for 5 seconds. That was it.
Yeah, that was actually insane. Just when y'all thought y'all was about to see that nigga suited up.
Nah.
Straight to credits. And apparently they were gonna bring that show back. But what's his name? Tom Welling was like, nah.
Yeah, they wanted to bring it back with Arrow.
Oh, yeah. That's right. And he was like, I'm good.
I mean, he did his little cameo, though.
Yeah.
And Legends of Tomorrow.
His powerless cameo. I gave up my powers. Yeah, all right.
I mean, but low-key, like... but look at his storyline, though. Like, what else did he have to prove?
He beat every villain there was.
Yeah.
Only thing left was Lex. That was it. And it's like, I don't need powers to, like, kill you or whoop your ass.
Lex was going to die eventually. That nigga died every third season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need powers to kill you.
But they brought him back, though. He was unkillable. He kept coming back. He had clones at one point.
Yeah.
Like the version of him that came back wasn't even the right version. It was a clone, which was fire. That was when Smallville started to get real good. Like when people were coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
Because the first season of Smallville's buns. Let's be honest.
First like
the college life. Yeah, it is.
That shit was ass. And he's constantly trying to.
I mean, not the college, like the high school life.
High school. It was buns. It didn't start getting good till like season 2.
So the nigga was an adult.
Yeah.
Low-key, it didn't start getting good till his dad died.
True.
Yeah,
like his dad was low-key in the way of everything.
Holding him back the
His
whole
dad
time.
is always in the way.
The moment that nigga died, he said, you know what? I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna just do what the fuck I want to do. And that was it.
Yeah.
My man was fucking on Lois. He was fucking on Lana. He fucked up one random bitch that had like that kryptonite stone. He was
Chloe
unstoppable.
was super into him for a while. And he basically friend zoned the shit out of her.
Yeah, he did.
I
And then she
mean,
was like, okay, I'm just gonna fuck the next powerful nigga. And she ended up being with Oliver.
no, Chloe got with Jimmy.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for a time she was with him.
But they had kids. Her and Green Arrow ended up having kids together.
When?
Did they?
Yeah, yeah.
Because her and Jimmy was in game.
No, she ended up having kids with Green Arrow.
Because Green Arrow was with Lois for a little minute.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
the little
at
fling.
first.
And then around the time that Chloe became Watchtower, and then they started introducing Dr. Fate and stuff like that, her and Oliver started to flirt. And then they end up having kids.
What did I miss?
Look that up.
9 seasons.
Yeah, that show was
like,
on forever.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, her and Oliver end up together.
And I rewatched this show like recently. Damn.
I don't know
missed
which
this.
season it was. It was toward the end though.
Cause I thought my man's Oliver just lived that bachelor life after Lois just left him.
Now he had went through some shit because everyone knew he was the first person to tell everybody who he was.
Yeah.
That was a crazy move because that ended up destroying his life. Like
Yeah.
people stopped fucking with him. He ended up going into hiding, and then he comes out of hiding. Did you find it? Maybe.
I know like he wanted to kill Lex at some point.
And then he was, who was that girl who was like Lex's sister?
Tessa or something.
Tessa.
Like
Didn't
that?
he end up liking her too?
Yeah, so they were when he was on that island, they were together. But
She was a cool character too.
she was.
She was badass.
Didn't Lex kill her?
Yes, but this was right after she was the one who erased his
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah.
In episode Fortune of the last season, Chloe decides to move to Star City to return to journalism following her marriage to Oliver Queen.
What the fuck?
In a flash forward in the series finale, Chloe is now the mother to a young boy, but remains in touch with Clark and Lois.
Oh, so there's one kid. I don't know why they had two. Wow, I
What
thought they had
the
two.
Fuck.
We were just
Yeah, she was dating that nigga the whole last 3 seasons.
What did I miss?
but would you say her Tessa?
Tessa, yeah.
That was a boss ass move because she had put that chemical on her hand
Mm-hmm.
and touched Lex Luthor's face, and that erased all his memories.
Yeah.
So that's what caused him to forget that Superman had powers or
he
Clark
knew
had
who,
powers.
yeah.
That nigga forgot everything. He was sick. He was like, "What will I remember? Nothing. You're gonna remember jack shit." That man was sick.
but all my man's Lex wanted was like, yo, like Clark, just be real with me. That's all.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was about to, and then I go in your little like basement and you're studying me and your dad's studying me, your sister's studying me. Nah.
Yeah, you made it weird. And then you going after a girl, you know I got feelings for her.
Right.
Crazy. I love the part of the seasons where Oliver is exposed, or not Oliver. Clark is exposed to the red kryptonite. And
Yeah.
you get to see him kind of be a dickhead. a
My
little bit.
man's, yeah.
That shit's fire.
When he went to their like I think the wedding.
Yeah.
Bruh.
When they found out Lana was pregnant.
Yeah.
But she wasn't though.
Nah.
She had lied about it,
Yeah.
right? Crazy.
Like,
They had tea in that fucking show. It was drama after drama. Everybody trying to get with each other.
yeah.
Peak superhero show. Peak.
It is.
Grandpappy. The Grandpappy superhero show.
If you think about
I mean, they had little shit like that Flash show with the Flash's dad.
Yeah, him.
He had his own like Flash show.
They also they
During
had
that time they had Aquaman. The guy that played Oliver Queen in Smallville, he had an Aquaman show. It only
yeah.
went for like a season and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't.
They had
pan out.
what was it? Sirens of Gotham show like right before Smallville. It was like a season at
Really?
best. Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
It was I think like Poison Ivy, Catwoman, and shit like that. It wasn't good.
I can't watch. It's hard for me to watch Batman shows without Batman being there.
I like Gotham.
Like I know y'all.
My
like
problem
Gotham.
with Gotham is the moment that nigga got a suit and in the show.
Kind of like Smallville.
Like you saw that man's mask in the show. That's it.
That suit was buns, and it
was.
It makes no sense why he would already be suit up at that point. Like he should be in different countries learning shit.
But
at
I
that
think they
point.
did like a time skip at the end of
yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
Gotham.
But he was still young though. He would still look like the same dude who left. or same dude who started off with.
Right.
He didn't grow up at all.
I mean, they didn't want to pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, I get it.
But no, Gotham was good. I fell off after like season 3.
It seemed like so did most people.
Like that shit, it kind of just went.
And it went
downhill.
on for a long ass time.
Yeah.
I stopped watching when Jada Pinkett Smith was in it.
She's in like the first episode.
Yeah, I know.
Yikes.
As soon as I saw her ass,
I was like, yeah, she's in like the first episode.
Nah, she's all right.
She's like a prominent figure in that show.
She's okay. What's her name is really good? It's Catwoman, that girl.
Yeah.
She was really good, actually. And
The dancer girl?
Was she a dancer?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's how I knew of her before she was. That's how I knew. I was like, wait, is that the dancer? I can't remember what group she's a part of, but yeah, she's a dancer.
Oh, okay.
The dude who played Joker, that dude, he
not Joker, Jerome.
Yeah.
Jerome, yeah. He's really good.
That was good. Like that casting on that was.
That's
that was
where
good.
Jedi. He's from
Jedi
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
That table switch when he was getting interrogated, and he did that switch. Like
That
when he
shit.
turned on the Joker mentality,
Yeah.
and he told the story about how he killed the woman.
He was the first person to wear a face as a mask, right?
Yeah.
He's the first live action Joker to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think what's his name did that. Jack Nicholson. I don't think he was that great.
No.
But he was a pretty good Joker too.
He was okay.
He's okay.
Wait,
okay.
what?
He was okay.
People regard him as one of the best. or if not the best.
What are you talking about?
I mean, there's Heath Ledger, obviously, but that's
He
like
was okay.
Nah, not over Jack Nicholson, the guy that voiced the Joker throughout the Arkham series.
that was him.
That's
That's
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill is
Mark
the best
Hamill,
Joker.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. No, but Jack Nicholson was
getting mixed
okay.
up.
Like
Yes.
look at the movie. Like
Jack Nicholson was okay.
Yeah, he didn't do
Mark
much.
Hamill.
No, Mark Hamill is the best Joker of all time.
of all time.
Like, but Jack Nicholson, like, look at that movie. He really didn't do much.
Yeah.
Like Heath Ledger actually did some shit in this movie.
Yeah, he didn't do much.
My man said,
actually.
"Yo, show me Batman, or these niggas die." Like the opening scene, he was on some shit.
Yeah, he was.
Matter of fact, the opening scene to the final end credits, he was on some shit.
I'll give you that.
I'm just tired of the recast.
I mean, what you gonna do? Like CGI this nigga Heath Ledger into like the next Joker?
No, I'm
or-
tired of the Batman recast.
Oh,
It's like every third year you got to deal with a new actor as Batman. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on from the Flash thing.
oh yeah,
Um,
that shit's done.
Them
Yeah.
having what's his name?
You got Ben Affleck, then you
Ben
had
Affleck opening it and then like ending with George Clooney.
yeah. Because yeah, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, and George Clooney.
Yeah, you had 3 different Batmans in that movie,
Made no sense.
but then had 2 different Flashes where they looked the same.
Yeah, that was a dumb Flashpoint storyline.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit was.
it was.
I don't know. Watching Supergirl get murked time and time again was hilarious.
Yeah, but you can't make a Flashpoint without Zoom. Like, he's literally the catalyst of everything. Like, what's the point of having that story if you're not gonna even bring him up?
Not even mention him. Like,
It's like all about preventing his mom from, or preventing his dad from going to the store and getting this tomato sauce. How about we address the fucking murderer who comes to your house? Like, it's, just
Tomato sauce.
it's a weird
Right.
thing.
like my man's trying to stop Batman
Wait,
from dying.
But you weren't zoomed out after the Flash TV show?
I don't think you can. Like, Zoom is his Joker. Like, that's like, this is ultimate, his yin and yang. Like, they need him.
I feel like only reason why I wasn't like zoomed out is because if you're doing a Flashpoint storyline, Zoom is the like most predominant player in
But I
that
feel like the
storyline.
entire Flash TV show was a Flashpoint storyline.
Yeah.
But Zoom wasn't in every like episode.
He was in
damn
every
near was,
season.
yeah. He damn near was.
But also with that, you had Zoom in what, Legends of Tomorrow? Like you could throw him off that show for a little bit and have him just go wander off.
I was zoomed out, bro.
All right.
That's crazy.
I was like, I don't know. I think Zoom was like that.
We needed Zoom in that movie.
Matter of fact, the nigga that played Zoom on the Flash TV show, he could have been Zoom in the live action. I would have been perfectly fine with that.
Or Homelander. They're saying, what's his name? The guy, Anthony Stark.
Yeah, him.
The dude who plays Homelander.
Yeah.
He would have been a good Thong or a good Zoom.
He has a look for it.
Yeah. And
He's
the
got
acting
the
ability.
sadisticness for it too.
Yeah, and the acting ability.
He can sell evil.
Is this The Boys is almost done after this, right? We got a season or two left.
It ain't much to do.
Yeah, especially now that fucking Butcher is
The Homelander killer.
yeah, which is different from the comic books.
Yeah.
So who knows what they're gonna deal with that? They're probably gonna have some weird, crazy fight scene at the end instead of like how it ends in the comic books.
Yeah.
Because in the
Comic books, he like wasn't Homelander the president or killed the president?
yeah, and he like that's where he sets up base.
Yeah.
And then Butcher just comes to him with a crowbar.
And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kills him with the crowbar.
No, that's when they find out that it's actually Black Noir, who's been pretending to be Homelander this whole time. They're like copies of each other.
Yeah.
Clones. It gets weird. It gets all these comic book series, they all like have that point where they're like kind of normal and then they get bizarre and weird. And I love that. Invincible is the same way. Like they have that moment where they kind of like ease you in and then it gets weird.
I like how some people are delusional and they think that Homelander could stand with Superman or Omni-Man, and it's like realistically Homelander's only strong in his universe.
Yeah.
If he's anywhere else, he's probably one-shotted.
Yeah, he's getting murked.
Oh, that's Superman versus anybody.
Even Omni-Man is whooping.
Superman steps into the Marvel universe. Who's going to be a problem for him?
Sentry.
As if.
All right.
The Marvel Doctor Strange.
As if.
Magic?
He beats magic niggas all the time. It's Superman.
I mean,
Is his weakness ever really been a weakness?
Kryptonite.
He lifted a kryptonite mountain.
All right.
What are we talking about?
It depends on the writer.
Okay, all right.
He's right. He's right.
It's
Because
Superman.
like you got one fucking TV show, he's fighting Shazam hand to hand. Comic book, he's getting his ass beat.
If Batman is so great of so great of a hero that we actually kind of consider this nigga a superhero, Superman is so great as a superhero, he's pretty much a god.
No, he is. I'd put him in the God tier, God category.
But you would put Sentry into the god tier too?
I mean, Sentry is kind of like the DC or Marvel equivalent to Superman.
See, the problem with people like Sentry is, yes, he's super strong, but he's got too much going on. Superman's perfect. He's a perfect character.
He's right. Sentry.
He's psychotic. He's got the void.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Superman is probably perfect, but they can play with that, and that's what I love about Superman is Superman in the Dark Knight Rises, the whole part 2 when he's a comic book. They play on the fact that Superman is such a good boy that it's almost like he's like a guard dog. Like he has no thought process. Like the president asks him to do something, he's like, "Well, this is the president. I'm just gonna do it because I'm good-hearted." So you can even use that against Superman as like he's so much of a Boy Scout that he could just be used as a pawn.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's little ways you can play with Superman in that aspect, but overall, he is a perfect character.
You know what? Dr. Manhattan.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan is working Superman.
I had to think about it.
That's actually a great one. Yeah, he's
Dr.
working
Manhattan.
Superman.
He's going to hold his own. Superboy Prime.
The Dimension Breaker?
Yeah.
Come on now. It's Superman.
All right.
That don't count.
Yeah, he is just a version of Superman.
He's Superman.
Darkseid.
He's talking about Marvel characters.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about even if you did that. Darkseid?
Yeah.
The nigga he punched through the buildings and then met him on the back end? Come on, bro.
My nigga Doomsday.
You're reaching, bro.
Doomsday did kill him.
I was like, did he not kill the nigga?
It's Superman. He can't die.
All right.
Yeah, he's
The
right.
nigga was back in a week. What are we talking about?
I thought Superman ages though.
And
He does it at a very slow rate, which is why I don't understand how 18 years later he was 18.
Yeah,
That made no sense. Like he grew like a normal human until he hit 18 and then everything else just kind of slowed down.
Yeah, because Supergirl she came to Earth and she was older than him or younger than him.
talk about. I think it is like Viltrumites. Like once you get to your maturity, then you stop. Then it slows down. But you're still in your, you know what I'm saying? Like we have a maturity that we hit.
Yeah.
And we kind of
Yeah, how we don't grow in height past 18.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's like that.
But Supergirl, she was older than him when she was sent to Earth.
Correct.
Yet now he's older than her.
But she was frozen.
Yeah. It wasn't like she was alive walking around.
Yeah, no, she was frozen.
Are you just stop aging if you're frozen or something?
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, time goes by. I just don't get older. Like,
No.
oh, okay.
That's part of the technology, cryogenically
Yeah,
frozen.
like nigga, have you seen what's the movie with Chris Pratt and the movie where they're trapped in space?
Chris Pratt trapped in space.
Not Chris Pratt. Star-Lord.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
That's Chris Pratt. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, and the one girl.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, they're on that fucking ship.
And he gets out of that little pod. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
he wakes up early on
They
accident.
were cryogenically frozen, so that's why when everybody else woke up, they were already dead because they had lived out their lives.
Okay.
That's why there was a tree in the center of the room that kind of like when everybody came up, the tree had aged years because they basically like it was like a 100-year trip or something like that.
Yeah.
A 200-year trip.
That's the only way planetary
Yeah.
travel would work is if you're cryogenically frozen or if you're moving at the speed of light, then, and get to places, in a reasonable manner.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, you stop aging when you're cryogenically frozen.
Okay.
You learn something new, folks.
I guess that makes sense.
I guess that makes sense.
Like,
So I don't even know what's gonna be out. Oh, Sinners is gonna be out by the next time we film. Sinners, Michael B. Jordan Michael B. Jordan vampire movie with Ryan.
yeah, I'm
Coogler.
done with that. Didn't move me.
What?
Yeah, nah.
That's supposed to be really good.
Vampire shit in 2025, not moving me.
This nigga, vampires is never gonna go out of style.
No, it's not.
It's one of those tales as old as time.
Wait, if they come out with a new Blade movie, you're not gonna go see it?
They've canceled about 30 times.
Yeah,
already.
that
I've
Blade
lost
movie's
interest.
gone. That movie,
Like,
Blade
that
movie's-
shit doesn't move me.
That-
They could say that shit's being released tomorrow. I'm okay.
That fucking joke in Deadpool where he's like, "There's only one Blade, and there's only ever gonna be one Blade." They weren't joking around. That was
Like, that's
dead
what I'm
ass.
saying. Like, they've, since that movie, they've greenlit the movie, canceled it, greenlit it, canceled it. Like, it's okay at this point.
Ryan Reynolds is gonna be Deadpool for the next decade, though. That nigga's cooked. They're being sued for like $400 million. That nigga's cooked right now.
He's locked in.
He's locked in.
Wait, what? Why are they being sued?
His wife and that
there's this movie that his wife just did, and she's basically she basically went on a press run saying that the director was being very weird, very hands-on, flirty, and now receipts are coming out that wasn't exactly the case.
Sheesh.
So he's suing her for defamation of character and all this other shit. $400 million.
Sheesh.
$4 million.
you're about to see Deadpool in every scene in Doomsday.
Yo, Deadpool, he gonna have to do
My
something.
man, Doom could be having a whole monologue. Deadpool in the corner, like, yeah, I'm listening. Hey,
Because his net worth isn't over 350 million, and her net worth isn't over 35 million. So I don't know where they're gonna get this
my man
400 million
for
from.
every penny.
Yeah, everyone. He wants every fucking dime. So yeah, that's good news though. He's gonna be Deadpool for a while.
Shit.
Because who else could play Deadpool?
I mean, my man's locked in. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really good news. Like, damn, I'm kind of stuck doing this shit.
He's kind of cooked.
I would divorce her.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm done with you.
It's too late now.
That nigga's suing you, not me.
But yeah, by that time, a bunch of movies are gonna come out. Especially, I'm looking forward to Sinners. I know you don't like vampires. The Accountant 2 might be out by that time we film again.
Oh yeah, that trailer looked good.
Yeah. You seen that first Accountant, right?
Nope.
All right. By that time, he's gonna have watched the Accountant, the first one, and
Good movie.
Jonathan,
Punisher guy.
yeah, the Punisher, Berthal.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in it more because he was in the first one, but he's kind of had like cameos, and then he was in the last very scene. And this one is gonna be like buddy cop. Like,
Isn't
he's
Ben Affleck the
Yeah.
main character?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Is what's her name coming back?
the black girl.
No, the white girl.
Oh wow.
Oh, no, I don't
The girl
think
from
so.
Pitch Perfect.
Anna,
Kendrick.
yeah, she's not coming back, or she didn't. It didn't look like she was. But the black girl, the cop,
Yeah.
is coming back. But yeah, that's gonna be good. The biggest movies of the summer are not gonna come, or the biggest movies of the summer are not gonna come out till later. So it'll probably be a few episodes till we get to there. But of course, we're gonna talk about that, and that is Jurassic World, Superman, and Fantastic Four. So, and those are dropping week to week to week. So those are gonna be bangers. So we're gonna get those all on at one episode. But other than that, this is a great episode. We talked about Daredevil. We talked about Doomsday, their cast. We talked about Captain America, Falcon. We talked about Invincible, Superman, which are all shows and movies that y'all should check out. And then we talked about Jonathan Majors. Hopefully, that man gets his shit together because we don't want to be out here aggressing white women. We don't want to do that. But
it's a crazy statement.
That's all I got to say. You got anything?
No, I
you think we go off with?
have nothing to say. No.
We appreciate y'all for watching, especially y'all on Patreon. Thank y'all for supporting. This has been another episode of Blerd. Peace.